Michael Wilson 18 targets.
Oh, that'll be happening. All right, we are live here. Welcome, friends. Cardinals with the opening kickoff here. Jacoby Brissett immediately giving the ball to Trey McBride. Trey McBride, stiff arm. We appreciate everybody jumping in. Hit that like button, whether you're here to love or hate watch this team right now. Big thanks to everybody who jumped on the pregame show. I got Brittan Golden, Johnny Venerable here. This is your premier Arizona Cardinal podcast. Number one here, digital sports and AZ. It's PHNX Sports. Early game's still wrapping up here, but Cardinals, they don't give two you-know-whats about that. They're ready to rock here against Jacksonville. Already a better start than last week. Before we turned on the stream last week, the Cardinals were down 7-0. Nice blitz pickup by Bam Knight and a nice second down conversion to Greg Dortch. So Jacoby Brissett picking up where he left off last week, 57 attempts, 2 plays, 2 more attempts here. He is the Joe Flacco of the NFC. He will throw it until his arm falls off. He leads the NFL, by the way, in passing yards per game since he took over in Week 6.
Well, the thing is, too, his touchdown-interception ratio is 10-3. It's fine.
Extend him. Pay him all the money. It's all right. We're losing by 3 scores. Just extend Jacoby.
Oh.
Bam Knight here. Might have had something on the perimeter there. Might have cut that outside. Interesting. If you're draft watching right now, the Giants are tied up with Detroit. So that's one to watch. Giants.
Overtime.
Yep. Looking like a little OT there in the Motor City. Cardinals are picking 10th right now. A lot can change. And again, rooting for the Cardinals, get a dub. But so far, they've been a tough watch this season. At 3-7, let's see if Jonathan Gannon get a much-needed dub here. Evan Brown just got abused. Bam Knight, though, nice run there.
Great run.
Evan Brown, yikes. He's had a rough year. Big yikes. All right, well, promising. Third down here. See if we can get Trey McBride ISO'd here on third down. You see Evan Brown swim on his face. Nice block there by Elijah Higgins. Yeah, Bam, you figure is going to get the bulk share of the load this week with no Trey Benson. We expect Trey Benson to be back next week. All right, third and short. This is a big problem for
Trey McBride.
For Drew Petzing historically, but nice job there, getting the ball out quick. Trey McBride leads the NFL in receiving yards, catches, touchdowns for a tight end. Should make the All-Pro team if people don't fraud it up with that.
I don't think you can take that away from him.
Well, it's too many times when your team stinks.
Yeah, but, I mean, he's the only bright spot that we've had all season long.
We'd love to see this defense be able to play with a lead against Trevor Lawrence.
There you go.
There it is.
Targets
are those
first,
good numbers?
Receptions first, receiving yards first, receiving touchdowns tied for first.
Pretty good. Michael Wilson, a nice grab. No Marv. We expect Marv hopefully back next week after his appendicitis surgery. Kansas City Chiefs first and goal on Indy's 2.
He needs to have as many targets as he had last week. He has to.
Yeah.
Same with Trey.
Give me
if you're going to throw the ball 57 times, Michael Wilson and Trey McBride need to have 40 of those targets.
Michael Wilson, 15 for 185, first career 100-yard game, and somebody who we've been banging the drum is a good player. It's just been a byproduct of this offense. You know, didn't have the best rapport with Kyler Murray, or just didn't get targeted all that much. And even like early games with Jacoby, I mean, a lot of it went to Marv and Trey, rightfully so. Well, no Marv, and Michael Wilson has exploded here. Let's see if he can continue. Cardinals suddenly at 3rd and 6 after losing a yard on second down.
It's Michael Wilson's kind of like last week. I think that was like a game that can put him out, that he can say, hey, look, I have the ability to be a number 1 for you. I have the ability, a solid number 2 for you. You just have to give me it bangs on the table for what every receiver wants. Right? Just saying like, hey, if you give me the opportunities, I can make the plays.
Jacoby Brissett sacked. There it is. Dennis Gardeck.
The Barbarian.
Sickening.
I almost wore his jersey in here today.
Oh, my God. The most predictable thing of all time.
I kind of wish I would have wore his jersey in here today.
3rd and 6. Let's see who got beat here. Gardeck with this. Looks like, is this a stunt? What happened here? Nobody accounts for him. Will Hernandez is not blocking anybody. That's a bad look right there, because it would have allowed Jacoby Brissett to step up in the pocket. So the Cardinals, no points on the opening drive there after a promising start. New punter here. The last guy stunk. He was really bad. It feels like the Cardinals touched that.
What a play.
Nice job.
Well done.
Yes, I see your Gardeck tweets. I see them. Brittan Golden, friends with the man. I'm happy for Brittan. Come on, Jacoby. Keep your feet.
I love it, man. Love to see people win.
Jacksonville second against the run in the NFL, but they're bottom 3rd in terms of defending the pass. So interesting. Cardinals now back to offensive ineptitude under Drew Petzing. Not great. Not great.
I mean, you were moving the ball fine.
You were
doing well.
You look
You were
good.
getting the ball out quickly. You weren't allowing the pressure to get to you, and then you got into this instances where, like, even the early play action, like the first play of the game was play action, but it was play action, set, throw.
You're gonna have to figure out a way to run the football to some degree today. You can't allow Jacoby to do what he did last week.
That's the thing. Like, the problem is running the football for this team has been awful,
impossible.
You can't do it. But the problem is Petzing wants to run play action, and it's to the point where, like, all you're doing is giving the defense more time to get in the backfield,
right? Because
they know you can't run the football. They know you're not running the football, and if you do run the football, they're in the backfield anyway. So now you're giving Jacoby a half a second to make a decision to throw the football because you want to run play action with a non-existent run game. It's malpractice by the coaching staff, especially by the offensive side of the football.
Yep. Hit that like button, subscribe, become a supporter, and we're going to be hanging out here all game long. We'll see if the Arizona Cardinals can keep this close. But you can already see the pass rush being a problem for this team. 1 sack given up on the opening drive. God forbid the Jaguars have a lead at any point. The Cardinals truly have to become one-dimensional. We appreciate everybody tapping in. I just put out a link on Twitter for folks to jump in and check us out here on the watch along. We've had so much fun doing this, and folks have been asking, are you guys going to continue? We will. If you guys want it, we will be here. And it's something that we're talking with a lot of our partners about, making a regular thing here in 2026 and beyond. So do us a favor, helps exponentially. We are barreling our way toward 50,000 subscribers here on PHNX Sports on YouTube. Get us to 50K, hit that subscribe button, and consider becoming a member of the Supporters Club simply by clicking that join button. $5 it helps go a long way for what we're doing here at PHNX Sports. So let's see here. Jacksonville immediately going to go to the ground. Nice job with the tackle. Calais had some penetration. There's Zaven Collins, who is going to play a lot, you would assume, today with no Baron Browning. Baron Browning out with that concussion still. And then, thinking about maybe a little Jordan Birch as well. Cardinals defensive line, for the most part, is healthy. You cannot allow Trevor Lawrence to sit back and get comfortable. We can get to these super chats as they come in, too, throughout the course of the watch along. So if you drop them in here, we will read them. We got an overtime heading into Indy and KC, so that's good news for my guys parlay here, looking for Alec Pierce
we need about 15
on the over here. Sweaty J trying to get pressure. My goodness, just busted coverage there for the Cardinals defense. My God, terrible. Secondary, not great.
It's going to be a long day. You let stuff like that go.
That's right. So who got cooked here? Denzel Burke. No, Buddha.
Well, no, because it's a zone coverage.
So who is responsible there?
It's just a hole. I mean, it depends. I don't know what.
It's just not.
It looks like they're trying to play an invert, which is like a different form of rotation or cover two. But if that's the case, then Burke has to stay out on that deep that deep half. So him running into the middle is where it opens up that
Well, here we
that
go.
hole on the
Another
outside.
penalty after last week. Cardinals set a team record in penalties last week. They had
Really?
17 penalties last week,
Jesus.
which is very depressing. So much of the same thus far here. Kansas City and Indy going into OT officially here. No, it looks like Detroit has already scored. Did they return the kickoff?
No shot.
Better not be a Gibbs touchdown. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
Jahmyr Gibbs, 69 yards
There goes
in
Etienne.
overtime. Touchdown.
There's the big plays.
Oh, my goodness.
Those are the big plays you cannot have. This Dr. Pepper might have to get replaced with some alcohol.
Yeah.
What
is wrong with the Cardinals defense? Why can't they stop anybody? My God, Cardinals D.
Nobody's getting off a block.
Calais missed. Jalen Thompson missed the tackle. Woof. My God.
Nobody's getting. Look at this. Everybody's blocked, and nobody can get off of the block.
Garrett Williams, really bad attempt there. This drive started at the 3, and now 3 plays later, they're in the red zone.
On the 15.
On the 15. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Who was that? Was that Akeem Davis Gaither?
It doesn't matter who.
My God.
97-yard drive. 97-yard drive. And they took, what,
Who
3
was that?
minutes off the
Akeem
clock?
Davis Gaither in the open field there? Was that 27? Oh, my God. Akeem Davis Gaither.
Was it 27?
Was that him?
It looks like. Yep.
Oh my.
It was.
Jesus.
He is unplayable.
That was such a terrible.
Come on, JG. What are we doing?
You cannot play that guy. Like seriously, you
He
cannot play
is
him anymore.
Akeem Davis Gaither is unplayable. This defense just looks like they have quit.
I mean, he took such a bad route to the ball that he fell over.
The angle was awful.
Yeah.
Like the angle he took, he fell over because he was 5 yards away and knew that there was no possible chance.
How many of these players are cooked? Jalen Thompson looked cooked. What are we doing?
These boys is already where I was last week.
Are we in Cabo already?
They're already there. It's a good time, I'll tell you that. It was better than this. Yeah.
The Cabo Cardinals. Cabo tickets.
Relocating the team.
That's right.
I don't think Cabo wants anything to do with it.
That is horrendous. 97 yards in 4 plays.
You had the deep pass. You had the long run.
Oh, my God.
Well, no, you had the run to start. That was like a 3-yard run. Then you had the deep 7 route caught by Strange. Then you had the Etienne long run, and then the Etienne catch and run for a touchdown. 4 plays, 97 yards. I mean, how much time was taken off the clock?
You should have re-signed Kazir White to just have, I mean.
There's a lot of should-haves.
Yeah, I get why you didn't bring back Kazir White because you wanted more, youth and athleticism.
We got $1.99 from William saying, JV, how do I become as good looking as you?
I'm a schlubby 37-year-old. I would say just have 2 kids, eat their leftovers, and just grind 12 hours a day. That's the recipe. Wake up and just work until it hurts until you go to bed after midnight, and then spend a lot of time on your cell phone on social media, following and covering this team.
So that's where I messed up. I had 3 kids, huh?
Yeah, but this is not obtainable. What you see right here, this physique.
It's very obtainable.
No.
All you got to do is eat a lot of bad shit.
No.
And then lift weights. That's it.
This is. You're gonna have to cut cut some people after that. I mean, come on. What are we doing, guys?
$1.99 from Shane Lame. JG Rallis Petsing Trash. Stick with us. Get the fuck out of here.
Stick with losing. That's what's happening. The Akeem Davis Gaither in the open. Everybody hated that signing too when it happened, and it's somehow been worse.
Where did he come from?
He was a special team part-timer for the Bengals.
A part-timer?
He was like a part-time player for Lou Anarumo's defense, which was terrible last year. He was unplayable. Hit that like button. Hate watch the Cardinals. We thought love-hate, but now it's just hate. Jacoby Brissett, hey, even though you're a backup and there's no Marv, we're going to need you to somehow score 30 points today. Trey McBride's going to have to do this alone.
You're going to have to feed Trey McBride so much that you get one-on-one coverage for Michael Wilson and allow him to go off the exact same way.
Hey, Jacoby, hope you like throwing it 60 times today.
We're going to break the record again.
It's like, yeah, remember that record last week? Double it. Double it, Jacoby.
920 yards.
God.
All right, Trey McBride already up to a handful of catches in this one.
This is fine. This is what you have to do. Like,
I'm a Bam Knight fan.
You can move the football like this. You're getting the ball out of Jacoby's hands fast enough that it doesn't allow the pass rush to get back there.
I want to address this super chat. It's asking JV when are you going to officially call for JG's job? Well, I know they're not firing him, so I don't know if there's any benefit for me to do that. And I think I'll probably assess everything at the end of the year. But right now, like, hey, you guys call for the job. You guys make your mark with not buying tickets. Like, you have every right to do that. I mean, like, Cliff Kingsbury was not fired until he was fired. So I think right now it's like this not looking good. Not looking good. And it's hard for me to call for somebody's job when I know they're not getting fired. The Cardinals are chalking this season up to a lost season, and they want a reset. And a lot of that, unfortunately, is going to be used as a mulligan with the Kyler Murray situation. They've had injuries, but I mean, like I would tell Jonathan Gannon to his face, like, this, you haven't done a good enough job this year. This team stinks. Jacoby Brissett 7 of 7, 57 yards here. Cardinals now driving. The Jaguars are a terrible team against the pass. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. There you go. Good job. Jacoby Brissett on pace for another 300-yard game.
They're going to get him killed.
Correct.
Even that right there.
Did he get hit?
Great route by Michael Wilson on that.
Yeah.
And a great hands catch on top of that.
Let's get to the super chat here. I'm drowning my sorrows in cupcakes. Listen, that's legit. I've got a crispy Diet Coke here. Britton's got Dr. Pepper. I would love like a sandwich, something with cold cuts on it. Nothing here. No place to go. I used to have free time during the game to stumble around, look for food, but now we're doing watch-alongs. We're on air, all day, every day. Gardeck against Trey McBride. No dice. No dice, Dennis.
Flag though.
We could get Harumi sushi. It's downstairs.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
It's fire too.
It's good sushi.
Great sushi.
Yeah, Dennis Gardeck against Trey. That's not a winning formula. Keep targeting Trey. Keep doing it. Michael Wilson, what do we got here for statistics in this game? Michael Wilson is up to 2 for 20. Trey McBride's 3 for 25. Bam Knight, very.
What do we got here?
I don't like this. Like those are the kind of plays where it's just like Drew.
I just don't understand it because it's to the point of Greg Dortch is in the backfield.
You just got a first down gifted to you, by the way.
Like Greg Dortch is in the backfield. What do you think the defense is doing? They know you're not throwing the football. It just it'd be one thing if you had Derrick Henry back there, or a big body guy that can take a direct snap, but like it's not advantageous. And to make him run in between the tackles with that.
All right, gonna have to go through the air here.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got?
Ooh.
Armstead.
No, I don't know who that big fella is.
Sacks, penalties, and big plays. It's continuation of last week. Man, they just look so bad. Yeah, that's tough. Jacoby, I mean, probably got to get rid of it, step up maybe.
There's no time. Even if you wanted, I mean, there was nowhere to step up to. Getting rid of it, I don't think anybody was open.
No. All right, Cardinals.
Now you got a field goal.
Here's just a gimme.
Look at that, and then you completed it. Now you have to punt it. This is a
flag. Were
You
they
better hope
offside?
there's-
Were
you
they
better hope
offside?
there's a defensive holding
They
back
had to
there.
have been offside. There's no way the card.
Eligible man downfield.
Yeah, because they weren't blocking.
Oh,
Did they practice this week?
yeah, this is what they practiced. This is the game plan that they practiced for 3 days. Wednesday,
Oh
Thursday,
my God.
Friday.
Oh my God.
God, this is atrocious.
Goodbye, Drew.
It should have been goodbye, Drew, a long, long time ago. But the way things are trending, nobody's going anywhere. We're just gonna have to endure this. For
Giants
the next
had to win
5
that
weeks.
game. Come on, Giants.
They lost.
Yeah, the Gibbs touchdown. I didn't put two and two together. Shut up, Noah. Oh, look at Shador.
Touchdown.
No, well, they drove and Junkins had a touchdown, but they're beating the Raiders right now.
Good Lord.
My God. Oh no,
Indianapolis Colts didn't do anything.
I'm sorry. The Colts, the Giants still get a possession. I'm a moron. Jameis, they're down to the 29. I'm having trouble processing, folks, because this team is scrambling my brains. Hit that like button. We got almost 400 people watching right now. The train wreck that is the Arizona Cardinals. Do us a favor and consider becoming a member of the Supporters Club. Suns are crushing it. U of A football, great. ASU football, great. So many good vibes. And then there's this team where the vibes are in the toilet. Toilet vibes with this team. It's like everybody assumed the Suns were going to be bad this year. U of A football needed to fire their coach. No Scattaboo. Oh, no, all those teams, they're like, no, we're actually going to have really good and competitive seasons. I know Suns still have a long way to go. Diamondbacks finished over 500. And then there are the Cardinals. It's like, hey, this is going to probably be their best team in a while. Actually, they're going to be unwatchable before
Mercury
Thanksgiving.
went to the finals.
That's right. Mercury went to the finals. So, listen, help us get through this difficult time. We're going to be at everything this offseason. We're going to be at Super Bowl. We're going to be at Combine. We're going to be at everything. Owners meetings, everything. We're going to be holding this team accountable. We got Mike Garafolo back in the fold, we hope, this offseason. So, yeah, this team right now, we'll do belt to asses this offseason. We'll make sure the heat's on. And again, just because I'm not calling for Gannon's job right now doesn't mean you don't have the right to do that. And I'm going to support people who do that. For me, it's like I think that conversation, I think that's going to take care of itself if they're non-competitive. I don't think you're going to have to demand anything. Like, this is non-competitive. What we've seen the last couple of weeks, they don't even look like they're practicing right now. It was a difference, Brittan, between like the Colts and the Packer game earlier this year. Where it's like, oh, they should have won those games, right? And they blew those games, the first Niner game. Now it's like everybody just looks like they're ready to be done with this season, which is just very, very disheartening. We got a super chat, Kyle, $10. Thank you so much, Kyle. Everyone calling for JG's job, but who else can we get? There's no Ben Johnson. The hiring cycle, I still believe in JG 100%. I mean, like, I think they're all. The Gannon's going to know he's on the hot seat next year if he's not fired yet. This defense, though, I'm with you guys. This defense is just atrocious.
It's bad because of all the praise and everything that we've given Rawless over the last 2 years, 2.5 years. It's just been
really disappointing.
For the fact that you get to year 3 and just like completely shit the bed it's very disheartening.
Cardinals need a takeaway. Trevor Lawrence can do that, or he can pick you apart because you got no pressure. Oh, pick that off. Cody Simon. Nice close on the ball there. If anybody else had been around, that ball gets picked. Couldn't have started any worse. We thought last week was bad. This week looks very similar. Cardinals just need to play YOLO ball. I'm blitzing him. Make him. Oh, Bo Brock saying, "Oh my God, Walter Nolan."
Here comes Bo with the
spoiler alert. Give me a strip sack here.
That looks like Jalen.
Oh, Walter Nolan picked up. Walter Nolan.
Jalen Thompson.
There we go.
What a play!
Suck
by
it,
the
Duval.
big fella.
Let's go.
Duval.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life when he did that in that interview. It sounded terrible. There it is.
Big man touchdown. You don't think that kid's athletic? My God.
Oh my God, you got the extension with the arm out too.
This is my quarrel here with Nick Rallis. Stuff like that happens when you blitz.
Right.
But yet you refuse to blitz 95% of the game. You're going to send 2, maybe 3 blitzes a game. Outside of that, you're just rushing 4 and wondering why you're not generating pressure. But when you do blitz and stuff like this happens, you get away from it immediately.
Man, the extension he had on that was insane.
That was athletic.
It was. First round pick for you.
Finally, a first-round pick that makes a splash in year 1.
Somebody in the chat earlier did say that they needed the Cardinals to get a defensive touchdown today.
I'm here for it.
I think the Cardinals need the Cardinals to get
that's an
touchdown.
People are asking if that's a fumble or a pick. I think that's a
might be
pick, isn't it? Pick
I don't
6?
know. It might be a fumble.
God, they needed that.
It just depends on if they say his. I don't know. What does ESPN say? It'll already be logged. It says a fumble recovery for a touchdown.
I hate that.
Sack fumble for Jalen Thompson. Fumble recovery for Walter Nolan for a touchdown.
I'm with you. You need Rallis to just start sending people.
You got to go. You got to just do it. You got to find a way, because clearly, and we've seen it since Trevor Lawrence has been in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
If you can make him uncomfortable and if you can get pressure and start hitting him, he's going to just deliver the football to the wrong team.
Shane, $1.99. This is the T-Law I know. Battle of the mids.
Mid. I'd love to be mid.
I don't even think we're mid.
Yeah. Graham, how is it possible that JG survives this shocking? I think Michael Bidwell is hell-bent on giving everybody in this regime at least 4 years. Cruz, $4.99. How much money to have Bo rush the field and fist fight Drew? My goodness. Bo's DMs are open. Just DM him that.
That might cost you a lot of money.
We're not condoning any violence against anyone, but I think Drew Petzing is going to have a hard evaluation at the end of the year. And I think that, I think they're going to bring in new offensive coaches. Not all. I've heard the Cardinals have liked what they've seen from Justin Fry. I think it's just a byproduct of Drew and a combination of regression on the offensive line. So, yep, it's times are tough right now. No doubt about it.
You think our defense can score 2 or 3 more times today?
Yes. Let's. Kansas City won that game.
Oof. They needed to, or their playoff hopes were done. Yeah, Alec Pierce, you let me down there, brother.
That's a really bad loss for Indy. Well, defense got a little juice here. Offense needed that with the way that people were coming after Jacoby Brissett. So we will see if the Cardinals can keep this going here in the end of the first quarter. And you see Walter Nolan here. I mean, like, to intercept the ball with one hand, because that's a pick. That's not a fumble. I don't know. To pick off that pass with one arm and to run it back like that.
It's athletic.
It is.
Extremely athletic for the size of that fellow, man. That's a big body.
He's been everything you would have hoped for. The only downside is that you had to wait half a season to get him. And now, coincidentally, we got Will Johnson missing time, but yeah, Bo calling it the thick six. That's a hold on Jordan Birch. I don't know how Jordan Birch wasn't held there. That was bad. Looked like he beat the right tackle there. Yeah, why wasn't a holding call there? Really bad. Keep throwing bodies at Trevor Lawrence. Make him beat you when he's uncomfortable. Well, you had to have that. You go down double digits in this game, you're in big trouble. No Brian Thomas Jr., of course, for them, and no Travis I keep saying Travis Etienne, but it's Travis Hunter. Oh, that got tipped up in the air. Who tipped that pass?
Stills, maybe?
Yeah. Defensive line looking a little bit better after that terrible first possession.
Jalen Thompson looks like he woke up a little bit.
Yeah. Big 3rd and 7 here. Cardinals have a chance to flip this game real quick. Man, tank job by the Colts here. Not great. 3rd and 7.
Got to get off the field.
Somebody keep an eye on Etienne. He's not even in the game. Walter Nolan, can we get him back in this game? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no. Can't let that happen.
Really bad. Really bad. Somebody lost contain. Man, Cardinals just can't help themselves, especially on 3rd down. It's such a problem the last couple of weeks. There's Cody Simon. Yeah. Gotta finish there.
You just lost the middle of the field. When he blitzed and he went out, like it's.
And then listen, that's what you got to force him to do. I'm not a fan of not blitzing Trevor Lawrence. So if you're blitzing, you get beat.
I agree. I think if you're gonna get beat, that's the way you got to get beat. Don't get beat trying to sit back and play coverage and give him opportunities to throw the football.
Reverse. Look out.
Oh,
back to. Oh yeah.
I mean, that's a lot.
All that for that.
A lot of
5 yards
for 6-yard game.
People are slobbering all over Shador. What did he do today?
By the way, the Central Phoenix Colts, coached by none other than Drew Stanton.
Oh, how they doing?
We won the Super Bowl yesterday.
Wow, congrats. I'm glad somebody's winning at football.
12U, state champions. Yes, sir. We'll take that one. It's the only ring I think I've ever won in my life.
How bad are the Raiders? My God, Raiders. Nice throw by Shador, though. Give him credit. Cody, come on. Nice job. All right, another 3rd down upcoming here for Duval.
Josh Sweat's down.
Oh, fudge. Get up, Josh.
It looks like he got poked in the eye.
You think it's his eye? Yeah, it's his eye if he's taking off his helmet.
Well, it's because he's got all them earrings in his eyes. I don't know what. It's not something I think I'd want to play football with.
Yeah, the studs, the face studs, no disrespect. Did a face stud? Did he hurt his face with a stud?
No, it looks like he got poked in the eye or something. Well, I don't know. Let's see.
Oh yeah, he got poked in the eye. How doesn't the face stud ever become infected or whatever?
I just don't understand. I mean, I know it's a fashion thing, but like playing a football game with an earring in your face.
Get up, Josh. We need you. We have nobody else. Big 3rd down here coming up. Do us a favor. Hit that like button, and let's get this stream to 500+ likes. We've had a banner weekend here at PHNX Sports. barreling toward 50,000 subscribers, and of course, U of A, ASU, big dubs. The Suns upsetting the Timberwolves, and we got Suns action later tonight with our guy Espo, Eric Ruby and company. Bo Brock saying that Josh Sweat is walking off under his own power.
That's good.
Yeah. Josh, we need Josh Sweat. We need somebody to be able to help close down these third downs here. But I'm sending Jalen Thompson again. Negative play, Jalen Thompson. Let's go. Come on. 7-7. So they take a drink of Diet Coke. This time last week we were having wings. Bo brought in wings, and we watched the Cardinals be chicken wings for the 49ers.
Damn, you guys didn't want to bring wings this week?
I know, I'm sorry. I'm not a good friend. That Pizza Hut box with the 3 boxes inside, that looks fire. Did you see how they had that? Look at that. I want that. We need to get that before the end of the year for a watch along.
Okay.
There aren't any free ads here, but we do this thing called where credit's due. Pizza Hut doing one of these, and it's like almost like drawers of food. That's chef's kiss here. That's our new holiday tradition: is the Pizza Hut big box for big
have some
for big
barbecue
boys.
leftovers in the fridge.
The issue with that is we don't have an oven. How will we heat that up? Microwave?
Just eat it cold.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to get food poisoning on air. I'm not trying to get. I got to do 6 hours of on-air content. I get to do 6 hours of on-air content. I'm not trying to having the rum tums on a post-game show. This game with 4-7 at stake is too important for me to get food poisoning.
That's some weak sauce right
there. I'm sorry. Shador Sanders championship, 14-0 Brownies. Is Pete Carroll gonna get fired after 1 year? He stinks. Bo Brock saying I'm down big, waxing poetic about the Hut. I only love 2 Huts in my life: Pizza Hut and Jabba the Hutt. Those are my only 2 loves. There's Josh Sweat. He's all right. Josh Sweat's a very large man. He's like 6'4.5", 6'5". Gotta give credit where credit's due with Gardeck. Like the fact that he's still in the league.
What do you mean still in the league?
Well, he's undrafted.
Yeah, but he balled out here.
Well, he's
what
right.
do you mean? He was
right.
your best pass rusher for 3 years.
He was a little overexposed, but yeah.
He's been arguably was the Cardinals' best special teamer the entire time, and led the team in sacks a few years in a row, and was doing it last year until he tore his ACL. He produces.
He does.
The man produces, and that it's a production league. So all the slander will not be tolerated.
Oh, I'll slander.
No,
I'll be slander.
Will not be tolerated.
Slander, son. Any super chats here? Wow, rude. That's rude, Noah. Anytime where I call for super chats and we don't have any, I place the blame on Noah.
Okay.
Man, they got a lot of good food on TV right now.
I don't like the commercial break into a commercial break.
Bo pointed that out too. That's a losing product here. Everybody asked, are we going to be doing watch-alongs moving forward? I think that is the plan, yes. Because we love it. We love all of you. 400 people watching live. Hit that like button. You know, it'd be great if we could get 10 new supporters before the end of the stream. That would be awesome. It's just $5. Everybody always asks, like Johnny, Bo, Brittan.
You're going to have to chug a beer for that. But
no.
The product on television is not helping anybody out.
I don't think there aren't any beers here to chug.
You got tequila.
That's trouble. I have to be a father.
Take me back
later.
to last week.
Oh my God! 10 new supporter club members.
Shots of tequila.
I'll drop a scoop on the post-game show. How about that? 10 new supporters. I will drop a scoop on the post-game show and just help out your boys. Everybody that always asks, like, how can we support Johnny, Brittan, Noah, Bo? I'm going to tell you right now, we don't have Patreon. We got supporter club members. Of course, we got our diehards as well, which comes with a huge package. But if you're just here hanging on YouTube, hit that join button. We'll greatly appreciate it. Bo's saying we're progressively morphing into 24/7 content at PHNX Cardinals. If people want to watch other people watch stuff, I'm about that. Oh, look at that. DLAZ gifted one membership. We appreciate you, DLAZ. Already a member. He's gifting one.
9
hell yeah.
more.
So we got 2 more. We need 2 more. Noah's fault there's no super chats, 100%. Espo will be here in a little bit, and I'm going to have to tell Espo just about Noah's performance today. We got smart-ass Andrew at the bottom of the chat. Johnny Scoop, Cards need a QB in the offseason. Trevor Lawrence, another third down conversion. Nice job, guys.
What a great scoop there.
That is not going to be my scoop if we get to 10.
Cardinals draft right tackle and look for a future quarterback. That is the scoop.
Oh, man. Come on, Josh. Come on, Sweaty. Man, I hate watching this team suck. It's so depressing. Can we hold them to a field goal here? Travis Etienne, or is it Trevor? Trevor Etienne?
No, it's Travis. His brother's Trevor on the Panthers.
That's right. Isn't his brother not good, or is his brother good?
I can't remember. He was decent in college.
I feel. Who's the guy who went to Clemson?
Travis, this one.
And this
Trevor
this
also
was,
went to
oh, I'm
Clemson.
sorry. This was the guy who was a first rounder, and Urban tried to make him a wideout. That was it. That's him. Watchalong is go to Doc XD. We appreciate that. This is unfiltered. This is where the elites play.
Well, we'll take Aaron.
There's another third down upcoming here.
You think you get another Trevor Lawrence run?
If he picks up another third down with his legs here, I'm going to vomit into my shoe. I don't want to see that at all.
Into your shoe?
Why not just vomit on the ground?
Into Noah's shoe. There's a reason we have Noah off air. It's because so I can just go like this. Give me your shoe.
Well,
and he's got to put it back on.
What if he says no to giving you a shoe?
Bo Brock saying about time here.
Thanks, Bo.
Okay, I love Bo. Just sneaky Pete in the chat. He's not the hero we want, but it's the hero we deserve. There's Buddha Baker.
Look at that. You got both safeties have a sack.
Cardinals sending safeties today. All right, now block this field goal. Let's go.
Oh, he came from depth. What a time. He timed that pretty well. They didn't have anybody.
Calais, nice job. All right, already a couple sacks here. People are saying stop with the spoilers. All right, Bo can put the spoilers in, but then I just won't read them. How about that? Because I want to let Bo be Bo. And I like the spoilers. Block that. Blech. Everybody makes field goals versus us.
It's their job.
Shut up. Shut up, nerd. Let's get a dub. I'm so thirsty for a dub. Can Jacoby Brissett now come out and make a couple plays here, Brittan? Or is the offensive line going to get him killed?
Regardless if he makes plays or not, they're going to get him killed. But it just... The only kicker is, can he get the ball out of his hands before he gets killed?
More Trey.
I'm telling you, Trey and Michael Wilson. That has to be...
Feels like Trey anytime touchdown this drive. I feel like that's the play. Nick Rallis, nice possession. Still stinks about those third down conversions. That's likely the reason they got into field goal range here. But again, you got a shot if you keep this game within probably 20 to 25 points. Anything more than that, that's too much for Jacoby. Buddha Baker, his first sack of the season. Jalen Thompson with a sack. I just remember last year against the 49ers when they closed that game out in Santa Clara, it was Jalen Thompson on a blitz. making Brock pretty uncomfortable. And then, of course, we had the Kazir White touch or the interception, and then that was that game. I just feel like you can't be afraid to send people. And if you're already getting beat, so what's the point, of it? You know what I mean? It's like
That's the whole thing about it, though. Like, your defense getting gashed when you're dropping everybody. Everybody's back. You're
right,
rushing forward. You're getting gashed. It's not going to matter if you blitz somebody
right.
and still get
When you're
gashed.
not stopping. Noah has a plate of some.
Old barbecue.
How old is that barbecue? Is that 3 or 4 days old?
3.
So we have 3-day-old barbecue.
That's fine.
So a couple sausages being heated up on a paper plate in a microwave right now.
Oh, they're not getting heated up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Noah is
Cold
eating them
barbecue.
cold. Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna
and you
need
heard
you.
it.
I need you.
And you heard it in the microphone.
I'm gonna need you to take your headset. Needs to come off from this young man.
Oh, look.
Does anybody have a producer that can produce for us today? Well,
the best,
Noah's on the
best
toilet.
part of that, Noah, is how Bo makes Johnny take his headset off to eat when we're at the casino.
Bo doesn't tell me what to do. Bo doesn't
And
control
Johnny
my
does
life.
it. But now Johnny has to hear food being eaten on the microphone.
Look at the elitism by Bo touting press box food when the rest of us are sitting here starving. Man, it's frustrating. I'm doing a fast right now until the next touchdown. Until an offensive touchdown for the Cardinals. I could be fasting for a week.
That fast was tough.
We got a super chat. I want to highlight $10. Johnny from Kyle. What are the chances Drew Petzing stays on the coaching staff, but JG picks new OC play caller? Theoretically, I guess you could do that. I think Drew probably has too much pride, and Gannon has been loyal. Some would say too loyal. Nice run by Bam Knight on first, or Michael Carter on first down. My thought process would be that Drew Petzing is going to be terminated. Contract expires at the end of the year, and he'll get a great recommendation from Gannon, and then they'll go out and get the names that you'll start to see emerge for this OC job, assuming that Drew can't fix this in 7 weeks. I think are going to be experienced. I think are going to be guys that have play calling, before. So, but Drew, it's really up to Drew right now. I mean, like, can Drew put together a game plan here?
Uh-oh, look at this.
Jacoby needs to get rid of the ball.
That's fine. Good job.
Also, it looks like the broadcast is having a lot of trouble with the play clock. Hasn't gone
in
like 2 minutes.
I do think Drew will be gone after this year. I think Nick Rallis isn't going anywhere. I think Justin Fry isn't going anywhere. I think we'll see about Jeff Rogers. Special teams looks better today, and he lost his punter. That's hurt, but the optics of this season, assuming JG's around, which I expect him to be, there has to be a fall guy, and it can't be Kyler. That's not fair. The coaching staff hasn't been good enough to retain everybody. No doubt about it. Jacoby with a touch pass up to Michael Wilson. Now there's a flag.
Uh-oh.
Yikes.
He might be done.
Get up, Mike. He's all right.
Did he drop that or did he catch that?
He caught it. Hopefully.
He did drop it.
Didn't catch that, huh? Automatic first down, though.
You get the first
Got
down.
bailed out here. Come on, Mike. That was a really nice throw by Jacoby Brissett.
You hit the ground hard, but yeah, you still want to see him come down with.
Greg Newsom's a good corner. He's a corner from Cleveland. How didn't he catch this ball?
Bam.
Oh, bobbled. I thought he caught it. He didn't make a stink about it though when they called it incomplete. So
hit the ground.
Oh, Mike.
Oh yeah.
Mike. Is he all right? Concussed maybe?
Nice. I don't know. I hope he's fine.
Just feels like he was kind of grasping his head there. I hope no blue tent for Mike here. That would be devastating. That's tough because then you're in field goal range already after that. And here's a penalty on the Cardinals. I'm sure.
Illegal motion. Illegal shit. Yeah.
So many pre-snap penalties for the Cardinals defense. I mean, they just can't.
Also, I believe there's about 10 minutes, 50 seconds left in
Shadur
this quarter,
picked off
if you
by.
guys are wondering.
Appreciate that. No blue tent, according to Bo Brock. Love hearing that. Josh Fryer coming in, got some pre-snap penalty. He'll probably get his ass chewed out there. Not great. So you give up your 5. Now it's 1st and 15 for Jacoby, and here comes that pass rush.
There you go.
There's Mike. Mike with a nice catch and run.
Go.
So we got a very
Go
manageable now
2nd
second down. Mike and Trey and Bam Knight. That's the game right now. Shane Lame, if you lose a lot of fans, if you bring back Drew Petzing, I would say you're going to lose most of your fans. I would say most of your fans are going to bail. Fans that you do have, people are going to say goodbye. So for me, as a Cardinal fan, I just the optics of that would be too much for them to overcome, frankly. Let's see here, Jacoby. Luckily, that didn't get intercepted. Hang on to that ball too long. Was hoping for a flag there, and he got one. Nice job. We've got Leonard Floyd, who's a good pass rusher. Let's see here.
Why?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, Landon. That's so
bad.
Thank you,
That's
but
so
that's
bad.
awful.
That's so bad.
Like, it's impossible to tackle anybody now. To tackle a quarterback.
That is so bad. And that's going to go for a sack or not a sack, but man, that's just a terrible call. But we will take it and like it. Their defensive coordinator, he's an impressive guy. He's got the gold chain out. Got the slick back hair.
He looks like he's from Jacksonville.
Looks good people down there. Keep ripping it. Where's Trey at?
Right there on the bottom.
Flanks out, left-hand side. Dear God, Jacoby, rip it. Michael Wilson now up to.
Is that 4 receptions?
We said on the pregame show he was going to have over 60 yards. Is that what we said? Or would we say 6 receptions?
6 receptions.
Well, he's at 4 right now. He's at 4 for 43. Trey's still at 3 for 25. Jacoby Brissett, after his performance last week, 10 for 12, 76 yards. So he's not on pace quite for 57 attempts. But let's see here. Let's see if we can get a little bit of juice. At the bottom of the screen, is that Trent Sherfield? Who is that? There's Michael Carter in the open field. Nice tackle there. Maybe a touchdown-saving tackle by the safety. Prince is asking, can we talk about how good Michael Wilson is? He's always been good. But yes, he's playing very well.
He's had there's nothing surprising about what Michael Wilson is doing. He's finally getting the opportunities.
Isaiah Adams pancake on that.
Never got the opportunities prior to this.
Nice job by Jacoby Brissett just getting rid of the ball. There's Michael Carter in the open field. Almost breaks a Gardeck tackle. It's just like Jacoby Brissett, hopefully I don't jinx myself, he just does everything you need. He's not a franchise quarterback. He's questionable if he should be a starter. But sitting in there, he's going to start more games than Kyler Murray this year. Who would have thought that? Let's see here. Michael Carter down to about the 2.
1st and goal.
We got a 1st and goal. I think you just hammer Bam Knight here and try to score. Really nice drive, aided by some penalties. You'll take it. Yeah, nice drive by Michael Carter here, making some people miss in the open field. Got to assume that they're hammering Bam Knight. At least I'm running behind Isaiah Adams. I really like what I've seen so far this drive from him. Bam Knight tries to get upfield, stonewalled there, about a half-yard gain. We got 2nd down now. Somebody said check down Jacoby. I mean,
I'd like to see maybe like a little Greg Dortch sweep to the outside.
no. Isn't that what they did last week, or maybe a couple weeks ago? The RPO. How about an RPO to Jacoby?
They got 13 personnel, big personnel in there. They're just trying to.
There's Bam Knight for a
There you
touchdown.
go.
Nice job.
There you go.
Good looking drive for the Cardinals that is capped with a Bam Knight touchdown.
That's good for the boys.
Let's see, can they hold off Jacksonville here? Taking the lead now. That's
They got a lot of games.
nice job by Paris out in the open field.
Oh man.
Cardinals up 14-10. Hit that like button here for the watch along. Cardinals showing some fight here against Jacksonville. Got lucky they didn't get a hold call there.
Dallas is down 14-0 in the first quarter.
Philly's built that way.
With such a lackluster offense. Just it's crazy.
When's the last time the Cardinals have had a lead?
I was like 8. They had a lead against the Cowboys on Monday Night Football when we all thought the season could be saved. According to Bo, yes, their first lead since Week 9. I want to see more Isaiah Adams and Cardinals now 9 for 26 on the ground. Not great, but here's what they can't do. Can't turn the ball over in this game. The reason they have a win, or the reason they have the lead right now, is because they've turned Trevor Lawrence over.
Yes.
I mean, Jacksonville.
Defensive touchdown
is
the reason you have the lead.
Jacksonville's got 82 yards rushing. Trevor, Etienne. I mean, Trevor's had time to throw the football when you haven't blitzed. So, like, the only way you're going to beat these guys is that you make them make mistakes and you keep your offense in a position where you're not making mistakes. But Jacoby Brissett, a very methodical 11 for 13, 85 yards. Cardinals, you'd love to be able to see a quick 3-and-out here. Got 2 sacks on the day. Excuse me. They split that Buddha and Calais sack, and then Jalen Thompson has a sack as well. Cam Little. I don't think the Jags have punted once today yet. So we had the touchdown for Etienne, the Walter Nolan thick 6, and then the Cam Little field goal. So yeah, love to see. That's great, isn't it? It's crazy too, and I'm not dogging Darius Robinson. I hope he still has a chance to develop into a really good player. But you look at Darius, who's built like Superman, then Walter Nolan, who's an impressive athlete, is not built like Darius, and you just watch the two play, and it's like, well, Walter Nolan, and to be fair, was a higher touted prospect coming out of Ole Miss. So you never know with guys. You can look at him physically, you can look at their makeup, and he's a pretty soft-spoken guy. We sat with him, Walter Nolan, at Kyler Murray's softball game, celebrity softball game in the spring. And then you watch him play, and he's like, oh, yeah, he's going to be hopefully one of the best players on this team.
The athleticism, though, from Walter Nolan
it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. We got 400 people watching live. I'd love to get us up to 500 likes. We're about a fifth of the way there. I don't know if Darius is an edge. I would love to be able to move Darius around more. I'm all for giving him more time, though. I'm not. You're never going to hear me say that Darius is a bust. And last year was just stripped from him, losing his mother tragically. Like, you got to look at it like his rookie year. And you got 2 more years after this year to evaluate, check out the 5th-year option. But all it takes is one game, hopefully, get him going. He's at the bottom of the screen here, lined up over the right guard for the Jaguars. And look, he makes the tackle there. I mean, but
There's a play.
penetrated on the right guard. Nice play. Very nice. That's what you want to see by Darius. See, it's like TFL or a stop at the line of scrimmage. Like he was never touted as like a pass rushing specialist at Missouri. But you want the TFLs, you want the negative plays, whereas Walter is very much going to be the guy who gets the flashy plays, right? Gets the sacks, gets clearly the forced fumble touchdowns like that. So they can be a nice compliment.
Walter's the get off
is better.
And the moves, the athleticism of getting off blocks, I think he's much better at doing that.
Uh-oh, look out. One of their highly gifted tackles is down for Jacksonville, 75. Is that? Let me look who up that is. That is Cooper Hodges. He's a nice player for them. He's been on PUP on and off. He's been hurt. But yeah, he's had some injuries. So they're already thin at that position. Yeah, and then they have Cam Little, who's a good player. Not Cam Little. Don't they have a tackle named Little? I'm not boned up on my Jaguar football. Jason.
Their kicker's named Little, isn't it?
Yeah, but who's their other tackle?
Big Little?
No, I would love for you to just not contribute that. I would love for that. Walker Little. That's it.
Hey. Walker Runner. Yep.
Noah, how are you feeling after eating that old meat?
Oh, I feel great.
Okay, interesting.
It's not gonna hit you right away.
We've unfortunately poisoned Noah because it's like, hey Noah, this is gonna be a great year for the Cardinals. You're a new producer. We're very fortunate to have you. Super talented, and he comes on the show, and we're all excited. And then the Cardinals are just egregiously bad this year, and now it's like I'm worried about Noah's mental clarity in your psyche because you're a spoiled Lions fan. You've only ever known success. The Lions have always only ever been good.
I mean, Noah's had a good last 4 years.
Yeah,
it's been a good 4 years.
Noah, I was the good luck charm for the Lions. When I got in the facility, they started winning.
There you go.
But when I moved here, started with the Suns last year.
Yeah,
that wasn't great, and now
that's true.
Cardinals now. So I might not be. I could be a bit of a bad luck charm, to be fair.
I'm very proud of you, Noah. I'll get back to work. If you ever wonder, like, how do you guys have those sick ass graphics and all the promotional stuff you guys do? Is because this man's a madman. He's a scientist, and what is that? Adobe Photoshop? Is that what you're using there?
Oh yeah.
See, this is kind of behind the scenes stuff that you get on the watch along. 400 people watching live. Hit that like button. I couldn't get off the main screen of Photoshop. If I tried to do anything in Photoshop, my computer would explode.
I don't even have a computer.
It's weird. It's weird having a lead. Here comes a pivotal third down here. God bless it. Can this team please just get off the field? Kirk Cousins playing well today. I told Bo, I said I thought the Falcons would get a couple more wins before the end of the year. Send everybody at – is 75 still in the game? You have to come off.
He has to come – it's 72, but he has to come off for a play.
Send everybody at his side. Here comes Sweaty J.
They got him and Zaven.
Bottom of the screen, Sweaty J. Get him, Sweaty.
Yes.
Nice job.
You're off the field.
Josh Sweat, big play there, unblocked, and nearly had his 10th sack of the season. A lot has gone wrong for this team this year. Josh Sweat has been a bright spot here. Unblocked, Trevor Lawrence gets the ball out, thankfully, for he and his Jacksonville comrades there. But it's a really nice play because you watch him, puts his hand up initially to bat down a potential pass underneath via the flat, and then now First punt of the day for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cardinals have a chance to somehow extend their lead here. Greg Dortch lets it go out about the 10. The Cardinals, let's see what happens here. Cardinals have a chance to add Mr. Brittan Golden.
Yeah, they do. Good play by Greg Dortch there. I like that. I mean, in situations where you have that as a punt returner, it's to the point of you could run up, and try to go grab that, but the ball's on the sideline, so you're going to be running towards the sideline. If you catch it, you're going to get 5 extra yards at that point, maybe 7. But letting it bounce right there to a spot of, I think it's more of an instance where you don't feel comfortable trying to go catch that on the run. There's going to be people in the way. Anything could go wrong.
How about
you don't like it if it goes down to the 2-yard line,
right?
Tag it, but ball goes out on the 13, 14.
T-Votto, $2. If AZ wins, JV does the Gardex celebration, my guy. What's the Gardex celebration? You want me to do that? I'll do that if the Cardinals win. That's easy. As long as I don't have to chug anything.
Oh, yeah,
you have to chug Gardex.
No. All right. Let's see. Bam Knight breaking into the. Oh, Jesus. Who got?
It's coming back.
Evan Brown has been, or is that Beecham? That's Beach. We need a right tackle. Somebody send a right tackle to Arizona. Jacoby, hope you're ready to throw 20 times this drive.
There comes Jacoby Brissett with his patented 57th pass of the game.
He's about to drop back into his own end zone. This is scary. Bam Knight, can he make a man miss? He cannot. Oh, he does for a yard. Don't get hurt, Bam. I'm a Bam fan. Kyler Murray, there he is. Has he played his last game for the Arizona Cardinals? Survey says yes, he has. Kyler Murray, will he be traded? Will the Cardinals have to release him this offseason? We will find out. We will cover it ad nauseum here on the show. But Noah, you and I will play a snap before Kyler Murray will for this team.
I agree. They signed me to a 10-day contract last week, so I will be in the game.
Michael Wilson, can he get upfield? Nice job. Very now manageable third down. Michael Wilson, now is he up to 5 catches, so we're almost to our 6 reception lock. Trey's been awfully quiet here after that first couple plays of the game scripted. So let's see here. Big down on third down for the Cardinals coming up. I got to assume 85 is going to be a primary target. Let's take a look. 3rd and 4. Neither team great on third down today after Jacksonville's hot start. They're pedestrian 2 and 5. Jacoby dropping back.
Dortch.
Doesn't see him. Jacoby's going to run for it. He gets it. Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Got lucky because you're right. He had Dortch underneath, didn't see him. And Jacoby Brissett lowers the shoulder. It's a big man. And a very needed first down here for Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals offense instead of punting it back to Jacksonville. Gardeck, not quite quick enough, Dennis, as Jacoby picks up 5. Britton's going to kick my ass now. And Cardinals are living to see another down here. Jacoby, just do not make those mistakes. Knock on wood. Put yourself in a position where give the Cardinals the opportunity to go into half with the lead. I'd love to see Bam Knight get a couple more carries here.
That's a hold.
It's a very concerning drop back there. Literally everyone was in Jacoby's face. I don't know how that wasn't intentional grounding. The Jaguars are calling for it. They're very aggressive defensive coordinator. Are they pulling the flag? Looks like they're going to.
They're about to throw it. He's in the pocket. There is no receiver.
Bo's saying that they're calling it.
Yeah.
Brutal. One might call that a drive killer now. 2nd and 20.
What am I going to kick your ass for?
I was making fun of Dennis Gardeck trying to run after
I'm
Jacoby.
not even gonna have to. I'll just let Dennis do it. That's one man I ain't fighting.
I would not fight him. No, he looks small because it's the
Oh, he's
NFL,
not.
and if Dennis Gardeck came in here, things.
That's not a small human.
How quickly could I get out of the building?
Not fast enough.
Bo's not happy about that grounding call. 2nd and 22. So any promise of this drive quickly going away. There's Trey, though. Trey gets tripped up here. We got a 3rd down. Man.
That would have been nice if he could have got out of that. He might have got another 10 to 15.
Man, oh, man. Cardinals somehow need to pick up this 1st down here. Whatever you got in your playbook here, bust it out. It would hate to give the Jaguars an opportunity to end the half with the ball, especially because they start the second half with the football as the Cardinals started the game. This is where Drew Petzing just loves that quick drag Dortch screen that's literally never worked. Jacoby Brissett rips it just short. If I'm Jonathan Gannon,
no,
I don't know.
No.
There it is. It's Cash. Michael Wilson with his 6th reception of the half.
You got to punt this.
I don't know, man. You're 3-7.
I mean, I understand. Understand that part.
I think you tush push it.
I mean, they're going for it, but if you don't get this, that's guaranteed points for the Jaguars.
I mean, it's just like what do you have to lose here?
You have nothing to lose. That's what I'm saying. You can go for it, but the problem is if you don't get this, now you have you
call timeout. Call timeout.
2-minute warning,
Think about think about your options here.
Yeah.
I'm going for this.
$1.99 from Shane. Jags have no one on offense. No way we lose this.
Love you, brother. Are you new here?
That was a little
Have you seen this team operate? They lost.
A little early for that one.
I'm going to tell you right now, the Tennessee Titans go winless as the Cardinals don't lose to them. The Titans should have had a winless season, and DeMercado gave them that game. And Taylor Demerson or whomever, J.G. Kyler, however you want to, correlate it, that the Titans should have lost every game this year.
Collective effort of a loss by the Cardinals there.
The Titans,
the drop at the goal line.
Yeah.
You had the non-5 players that couldn't fall on a fumble. You had an atrocious coaching outing.
I think Cardinals are going to go for this.
See, I don't mind going for that after the 2-minute warning or a timeout. I don't mind that.
This is where this is where Drew gets evaluated. If you're anti-Drew Petzing, it's because in moments like this, he's never been able to deliver for you.
He has not delivered.
No, will you run with the halftime show?
What?
Will you run with the halftime show? Just in terms of the, let's do Jacoby, and I'll get you a headline here in a second. But let's do Jacoby, or let's do Walter Nolan. Excuse me. You're seeing a little bit of behind the scenes here as we build the halftime show while entertaining 400 plus here on our YouTube page and also managing all of our social content here while also absorbing the game.
Absorb.
Interesting. All right, Cardinals. I'm not going to look at the chat. I'm not going to look at the screen. So let's block that out. You've got your sunglasses on. Let's block that out. I should have brought my shady rays. Everybody like this video. All right, let's see what happens here. Jacoby Brissett and company. Let's do a little tush push here. I don't like a die. Oh, they call. Nice job.
Got him. Well done. Well
bong.
done.
Now make him pay. Make him effing pay. Make him pay.
That's so bad by the Jaguars defensive line. Like you know what's coming. It's 4th and 1, your own territory. You know there's a hard count coming. That's gonna cost you. That'll be in the defensive lineman room. Fine. It probably won't be a cheap one.
Rip it.
Right.
He's heating up, folks. Big play, Trey. Jacoby Brissett. Really enjoy what I'm seeing from Jacoby Brissett this drive. Overcoming a 2nd and 22. Very impressive. Bo Brock reporting Trey McBride 5+ catches in 13 straight games. Love to see that. Let's see if Jacoby Brissett, I mean, any points is good here. There's Michael Wilson. The Cardinals, if you've got Michael Wilson and Trey McBride on your fantasy team, they're just a PPR machine with Jacoby Brissett. Just get points. 7 points is ideal, but 3 points is huge because Cardinals going into half of the lead. You want this team to have momentum. You want to feel good about yourself after the last 2 halves you've had. You've been non-competitive against your division. Come out, make a stance here. Here we go. We've got Michael Carter, who appears to have the hot hand in this game.
Oh, I thought 72 was down.
Is that Froholt? He got the wind knocked out of him. Get up. You're all right. Get up. He's a warrior. Chop block here, Froholt said. A cut block. He's calling for it. I think this is 4-down territory for JG. I think if you're going to go for it on 4th and 1, you're going to go for it here. I mean, you just...
Unless you're in field goal range.
Yeah.
I think if you're in field goal range, you kick the field goal because now you have an opportunity to go into halftime up 7.
Wouldn't be surprised if Drew ran it here. Let's be honest. There you go. Trey McBride, that's easy money. Trey knows that's easy money.
Clock's going to keep running.
That's all right. You got 3 timeouts. Trey and Mike just eating in the open field. Trey McBride, most consecutive games with 5+ receiving yards by a tight end. How does he not break this record? Knock on wood. I mean, like, Cardinals, not a super competitive team. They're missing targets. Let's see what happens here. Cardinals going to go upfield. Probably call timeout here.
Yeah, you got to call timeout in this one. Or not. I guess not.
All right. Then we'll do. Okay.
There we go. I mean, if you're going to call timeout,
call
I don't
timeout.
understand why you didn't do it 10 seconds
You got
ago.
plenty of time here. Trey McBride, 6 for 56. Michael Wilson, 7 for 69. Bam Knight with the touchdown, the lone touchdown for the Cardinals on offense. And then, of course, Walter Nolan has a touchdown on defense. Want to remind everybody, join us for our halftime show immediately following this first half of the Watchalong. The Watchalong is going to stay open. Just going to pull up a nice, nifty graphic from our guy, Noah Man, and then we will be back after the halftime show. So join us. Listen, people, I was ready to bail on this team after that first possession or two. Give them credit. They have fought and done a nice job against the Jacksonville team that's beaten the Chiefs and beaten Chargers. They beat the 49ers. So, again, here's where Jacoby Brissett, you cannot have a mistake. If you want to play conservative here, that's fine. Get rid of the football. There you go. Nice underneath. Get out of bounds, Michael Carter. Michael Carter. And then this is the big playability that everybody had always preached with Michael Carter, why he was such a great compliment to James Conner just a year or two ago, where that he can make people miss in the open field. He's never going to be that guy, the conventional, downhill runner. That's what you had James for, and ideally Trey Benson. But man, watch the move here. You everybody's screaming, including myself, hey, get out of bounds, but he makes the guy miss, gets an extra 5 to 7 yards. That's one of their captains in their secondary. Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals knocking on the door. Now 7 feels like it's going to be a huge missed opportunity. Go back to 85 if you can. No, they're giving everything underneath for the Cardinals here. 27 seconds left. You got 2 timeouts. Jacoby Brissett 20 for 23 in this game already. 2nd and 8 here. Time is really not a huge factor. You have these timeouts. Man, a touchdown would do huge, huge things for this team. Jacoby Brissett, again, on pace for another monster passing game. Already up to 161 in this game. Let's see what happens here. You got Trey McBride at the top of your screen, or excuse me, he's in his traditional tight end role. Who is that at the top? Is that get rid of it? Get rid of it. Got lucky, got rid of it there. Unblocked corner blitz. Nice call from Jacksonville. About 22 seconds left. We saw last week the Cardinals defense gave the 49ers life with just a couple seconds left in the half. They were able to come down and get a field goal. So you obviously want to be cognizant of how much time is left. You don't necessarily have to go for an end zone shot here. You got 2 timeouts. Just get the first down. Let's see if Jacksonville plays a little soft underneath. It doesn't. Yeah, look, they're showing blitz here. They're sending everybody. Get rid of it. Jacoby Brissett misses Xavier Weaver. Misses him there. Really, probably the worst throw they have from Jacoby Brissett. He said it slipped out of his hands. Unfortunate, because a really promising drive here. Cardinals are going to get 3.
Oh, he had him.
Yep.
He just overthrew it.
Just overthrew him.
Oh.
Tough spot because blitz is coming. Chad Ryland,
I knew that was about to happen.
Misses the field goal.
They put that graphic. God. They put the graphic on the television and said he's made 14 straight.
Unbelievable.
I knew it was coming. I didn't want to say it, but I knew it was coming.
Really bad sequence to end the half for the Cardinals.
You got no points out of that.
Really, that's rough. That is rough. As Bo says, that is ass in the chat. Missing the touchdown. Chad Ryland missing the field goal here. You assume Jacksonville is going to just take a knee to end the half. They're so deep in their own territory. Cardinals are going to go on the lead with a 4-point lead. They're going to half with a 4-point lead, excuse me.
I might take a shot here. You got 13 seconds.
No chance. I mean, listen, if they want to make a mistake here, they can. Cardinals need to play off.
You're only blitzing 3. You haven't shown you could get pressure. Timeout.
Tim Patrick sighting. Interesting. The fact that we're even saying Bo can't give up points here is ridiculous because of the fact that they started on inside their 10. But the only reason we have to say it is because of what happened last week.
Look at this. This is all you need is a 20. You don't even need a 20-yard. Where you at? This dude just kicked a 68-yarder 2 weeks ago.
Really disappointed miss there.
Oh, it's under review. Did he drop it?
Not great. No more Cam Little garbage trash. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Incomplete. It's under review. Now you take the knee. Now you take the knee.
And this is where it becomes apparent for Jonathan Gannon. What's the messaging in the locker room? Can your offense, the offense moved the football. The offense did a nice job moving the football, so you assume they can do that in the second half. And then your defense, which was atrocious to start this game, can they consistently put together, promising possessions here? I think, for me, I would still feel cautiously optimistic as a Cardinal fan. Incomplete. So, again, now it looks like Jacksonville, if they're smart, going to go ahead and end this half with a kneel down. I want to remind everybody our halftime show is going to start in just a couple minutes. Jump on over to that stream. We got a link on our Twitter accounts. And, of course, if you just stick right here on PHNX Sports, hop into that stream. This stream will be back for the second half. Myself, Brittan Golden, and we'll be hanging out here. Liam Cohen, there's no chance they throw a ball here.
I mean, if you all they have to do is get the ball to the 50-yard line. That's it. The kicker's already proven he can kick it 68 yards. You got 8 seconds on the clock.
No chance. What are we doing here? I would love to see a strip sack. Let's see here. Bo's saying, interesting. Can we get a sack here? Can we get Jordan Birch's sack? Jordan Birch with his first career NFL sack. Love to see that.
There you go.
Give the young man some juice. Cardinals got something to listen. Let's see if the Cardinals defense can keep it going here. We're going to keep things going. Jump on over to our halftime stream. We'll be back for the second half. See you soon. We're back here, second half. Johnny Venerable and the crew. Arizona Cardinals special teams continue to stink it up here as the Jacksonville Jaguars coming out with their hair on fire, already almost in field goal range. Jaguars are poised to score here. Disappointing kickoff. You let them go downfield, almost to midfield, and now Trevor Lawrence with a nice completion, almost down to the Cardinals' 40. The missed field goal at the end of the first half, and then whatever that was just now, kick coverage, really disappointing. Bad. Jeff Rodgers not having a great year, and then this kind of encapsulates it. 1st and 10 here at the Cardinals' 41. Trevor Lawrence, a lot of time. God, it just looks like Akeem Davis-Gaither just doesn't know where he wants to be. Man, a lot of confusion here to start the half. You knew the Jacksonville Jaguars were going to be in a position where they were going to try to come out and go hurry up, right? They were going to try to come out and be much more aggressive than what you saw in the first half. They didn't get to play their ball. We mentioned on the halftime show, Trevor Lawrence only had 8 attempts in the half. A couple attempts later, and now they're all the way down inside the 5. So a nightmare start for the second half for the Cardinals here. Trevor Lawrence and company humming. I don't know what the hell the Cardinals defense at the beginning of the game and the beginning of the half, just terrible. So the adjustments right now, they're feeling it from Mr. Duval. He came out. He was pretty confident they'd get it corrected here. Yeah, this is where you need Walter Nolan. This is where you need Sweat. Yeah, that's a completion here. Trevor Lawrence looks very comfortable. Man, we thought this would be able to kind of set the tone here one way or the other. And Trevor Lawrence, 3 for 3, 51 yards. Hit that like button. Appreciate everybody jumping in, watching with us, all 400 plus of you. On a PHNX Cardinals watch-along. Brittan Golden will be back, hopefully with some food. As we continue on here, we got a timeout from Jacksonville already. I don't hate that, having to use a timeout. Here comes Brittan. People are asking, why aren't the defensive starters in? I have no idea. So Trevor Lawrence trying to get it going here.
Already matched his first half stats in one drive.
Pretty disappointing half. A lot of get these. Come on, get out of here with your bots and your bot ways.
Oh damn, that was fast.
Can we get Trevor? We got BJ Ojulari sighting there, single digit number 9. Interesting. Let's see here. Calais, Dalvin, maybe Jordan Birch. Picked off. Garrett Williams in the end zone.
There you go.
Garrett Williams jumps the route. And it is Garrett Williams to the rescue there. You knew it. We said on the halftime show, Trevor Lawrence poised to give the football away. Oh, my God. He bails the Cardinals' ass out to start this half. Was that tipped by Calais Campbell? You can't tell. Just an egregious throw. The end zone or the red zone interception for Garrett Williams has become a little bit part of his shtick. He does that consistently throughout his tenure as a Cardinal. Unbelievable play. Exactly what you needed. Where Jacksonville's feeling themselves. They're driving downfield. And one of your best players on the team, defense, offense, what have you, comes out and steals the ball right back for the Cardinals. And now you've got an opportunity here to really make them pay. Man, love what I'm seeing here. Brittan Golden will be back. We're going to send him out into the great wide open to look for food. We're going to have to let him in.
Is Espo here?
I'm not sure. Here's what we're going to do.
My wallet might be on the...
Noah's wallet's right there, too, if you just want to put everything on his card. Go ahead and share his card to the people watching at home. Garrett Williams, great player, making big plays, and that's what we've talked about all season. There just hasn't been enough of that. You got to be able to be in a position where it's like, okay, stand up, Buddha, get a sack. Stand up, Garrett Williams, get a pick. Man, really encouraging sign here for this Gannon defense that just has not taken the football away enough this year. Love to see that. And now the offense is going to get a chance to come out and hopefully pick up where they left off, minus the missed points here before the end of the half. We're moving the ball well. We'll see if they get a little bit more conventional and try to run the football, but
Yep.
Loving what I'm seeing so far here. Bam Knight, Michael Wilson, Trey McBride, rinse, repeat. Oh, no. Walter Nolan out with a knee injury. I don't like hearing that.
That's no good.
No, I don't know when that happened.
Did it happen last play?
Questionable to return. That is not great.
I have a super chat from William here, 199. JV's fave words: nauseum, indicament, egregious.
Indictment, yeah.
Indictment.
Egregious fraud. Come on, Walter Nolan. When did that happen? Saying Walter Nolan hit his knee when he scored. There's Michael Wilson. He celebrated though? Johan Dotson is one of my favorites. Calais tipped it. That's what happened. Garrett Williams jumps the pass. So Walter Nolan scoop and score, and then he got hurt. Huge play by Garrett Williams. Calais Campbell tipped it. Can we get Calais Campbell back next year? It's a killer for the Jags. You got to make him pay now. You can't have these interceptions in the end zone and not, be in a position. Bam Knight back to the line of scrimmage. They're trying to pull on that left side. It's just not happening. Man, not a good sign where Garrett Williams or where Walter Nolan isn't even questionable. What? Did he celebrate? He hit his knee when he reached out over the goal line. Does anybody have information on this? Here comes Espo, GM Espo. Wow, he's giving me free merch too. Love that. It's not free. I'll pay for it.
No, it's free. I thought you could use a gift.
I got a gift here. Jacoby Brissett fumbling the ball. Oh my goodness!
God.
Hell of a play there.
I might be.
What was it? What's the penalty?
It might have been a block in the back.
Holding, of course.
Get out of here, Mr. Official. Third down coming up here. Not a great sequence here for the Cardinals right after that interception, although you're going to have a chance to at least maybe flip the field position. Lucky they didn't turn the ball over there.
It was a terrible snap.
It was bad. Nice job getting the pass off.
That Walter Nolan injury kind of sums up this season, huh?
Yeah.
Score and somehow hurt yourself on it as well.
2 steps forward, 1 step back. 3rd and 14. I mean, last possession, it was 3rd and long. He rifled it into Michael Wilson and then had an opportunity to go for it on 4th down, and then they got the encroachment call. Here, you need to force it downfield to at least give yourself a shot, especially with a chance to force a penalty.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, Jacoby. Not a great possession there for the Cardinals. But, I mean, listen, they're just an inconsistent unit. They're not a great unit. They got 1 offensive touchdown all the day. I mean,
I think you could call them a dysfunctional unit.
Correct, yeah. I mean, there aren't many Drew Petzing supporters out there. I think people close to the situation like Drew, they want him to succeed. They know that Jonathan Gannon is close to him. When you're going to go, and this is Espo how I would classify it if I talked to Jonathan Gannon one-on-one. If you're going to go into a make-or-break season, do you want to do that with Drew? Or do you want to give yourself an opportunity? My God, special teams. Oh, my God, the Cardinals' special teams are so bad.
Oh, my God.
Emphasis on special there, boys. Way to go, guys. I mean, would you expect any unit on this team to actually do their jobs at this point?
Oh, my God, Jeff Rogers, get it together.
I mean, but Gannon already went into what we felt was a make-or-break season, keeping Petzing as his guy.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know how you could do it again. And if you're trying to kid yourself that the injuries are the reason that you look so bad, I mean, I don't know. The only way I think he could convince himself is, well, look at how the offense moved after you changed quarterbacks
right.
through the air. You put a running back group that's not completely injured. Oh, that could look different. I don't know if I'd want to lean on that though.
Yeah, I just feel like if you're Gannon, are you convinced that bringing this guy back is going to help you get to where you need to go. If it was my last shot as a head coach for the foreseeable future, I would want to take a big swing. But maybe there's a thought process as the Jacksonville Jaguars 2nd and 1 here, 2nd and 2, now suddenly back in the red zone after Garrett Williams' pick feels like it happened 5 minutes ago. I just feel like you just there has to be people that are held accountable for whatever we're watching, and offensively especially. And I get it, players are hurt.
But I feel like Gannon could buy himself additional time if you wind up changing your offensive coordinator. Obviously, well, I mean, it feels pretty clear that you're going to have at least different competition in that quarterback room, that Kyler will be gone. You could argue, hey, we need at least 2 years with that, and that's an argument that you can live with, right? If he keeps Petzing, even if they make those changes, you're essentially saying this is it. Judge me here.
Right.
Which seems crazy to me.
If you've had 3 years to evaluate a guy and it's not working after 3 years and you still need more time, you just can't sell that. That's unfathomable. It's already going to be a very difficult sell for this fan base. They're going to have a losing record, we presume, going into January, and the staff not be completely blown out, Gannon included. But we know Gannon's coming back. And so turn your head around, Jalen. My thought process is very much, if you're Jonathan Gannon, why not just go out and put the best staff together you can in January, or you use the tutelage, probably is not the best term, but like take the lead from what happened with Seattle and some of these other teams in your division that went out and hired people like their hair was on fire in the offseason.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The loyalty can only take you so far sometimes. Sometimes you just have to make a move because it's pretty clear that that's the right decision for everybody.
I mean, it's just like it's like a wall crumbling down. I'm going to get a holding penalty here.
I almost feel like it would be selfish of Gannon to keep Petzing out of just pure loyalty.
As a buddy.
Well, I mean, because you're putting everybody's job on the line, right?
Mm-hmm. And
that's, I think as a leader, you got to look at that too. You got to think about, hey, all these guys are here because of me.
Right.
And I have to make the best choice for the whole, not the one individual.
Right.
And that's a tough decision as a leader, but you would hope that he thinks in that mindset as well, because that's the way you've got to think. When you are put in charge of all these people, you've got to think that way.
Got 500 people watching right now. Hit that like button. Subscribe to PHNX Sports. Buda Baker gets an illegal chop block done, and I'm not sure if that was after the first down marker or before. Looks like it. If it was before, it went low. So feels like it should still be 2nd down. 2nd and 18 here. So this is a big possession because, again, you're assuming a field goal is a given here. Where now you can hopefully put yourself in a position where you exit this possession with the lead, which is not something we expected. Zaven Collins, bottom of the screen here. Somebody's got to get any kind of juice rushing the passer here. Big completion there for Trevor and company. Jacoby Myers' corpse running around out there for the Jags after being released or traded from, I think, the Raiders. So we're looking at about a 3rd and 5, maybe 3rd and 6 here coming up. Big play in this game. Cardinals need a stop here. They need some. I'm sending people at Trevor. I'm not letting Trevor sit back there and have an opportunity for a run or pass. This is where no Walter Nolan really hurts. That's such a killer of an injury where he gets hurt. Not celebrate. Maybe he banged his knee, stretching the ball out here. Cardinals bringing heat. They got it.
And they give it up.
Keitrell Clark being beaten, by Jacoby Myers there. Not a great possession there. Jacoby Myers, yes, I will eat my words. Arizona Artichokes. His corpse is back from the dead. I thought Halloween was over.
Hey, I mean, to be fair, this defense can rejuvenate a lot of corpses.
Oh, my God. Set up by a really bad coverage, special team effort.
He just gets beat.
Yeah,
on an easy route there.
Nice throw by Trevor Lawrence. Probably his best throw of the day, honestly. He got people in his face. I mean, think about how the first half ended. You had the lead. You're up by 4. You drove the length of the field. You had everything in front of you. You missed, albeit with your backup, Jacoby Brissett. You miss a wide open receiver in the end zone and Xavier Weaver. Then you miss a chip shot field goal. Then you start the second half. Your special teams implode. You still get an interception. And then you can't do anything offensively, and you give them another opportunity. It's just like you're winning the turnover battle 2-0, including a defensive score, and you're down 7. That's hard to do.
I don't like that blitz call there. I just don't like it. You give up too much coverage wise with that in a short field, which that was a relatively easy throw there for him once his receiver, once Jacoby kind of made that cut, it was pretty easy. I know he had pressure in his face, but still, I don't like that call.
Offense has only managed 10 points today. You had a defensive touchdown, or not even. They've managed 7 points today.
Yeah. I asked this on Southwest Bias on Friday because I'm struggling with this, and I'm interested in your perspective as a fan. I've never wanted to root for my team to lose.
Sure.
I've struggled with that, and this is the first time I've actually felt like, you know what, maybe it is time to just be all right with them losing, because you so badly need to figure out that quarterback position, and the best way to do it is to have a better draft pick.
Well, the problem with that is, and I agree, like I was openly rooting for Marvin Harrison Jr. to be available for this team at the end of the 2024 season. I mean, you've got the Titans and the Giants ahead of you. They'll presumably need a quarterback. The Jets are 2-9. The Browns are 2-8. The New Orleans is 2-8. Vegas is 2-8. Washington's 3-8. Bengals are 3-8. Atlanta's 3-7. That's the Rams pick. I mean, think about it. The Cardinals have been a really tough watch this year, and they're still picking 10th. Now, there's a lot of time left here. The Jets play, I think, New Orleans. I mean, there are a ton of games. Vegas. A lot of these bad teams play each other. It would have been nice to see the Giants beat the Lions, earlier today for draft, positioning. It is pretty wild. The Cardinals are very much are being hurt by their strength of schedule. It's only tough for Tennessee's got a higher one at 575. Cardinals are at 550. I think a win today likely puts them out of any potential top quarterback. I could be wrong. I mean, Bo Nix fell to the teens, I think, but I mean, there's still 7 games left, including this one. I just don't want to watch bad football if I can help it.
Okay, I don't mind, like a game like this. Play close, give me some entertaining moments.
Sure.
Don't get it done. I hate to think like this, but I feel like that's just going to be the path where we don't have to suffer through another bad season by getting the kind of answer that you need at quarterback.
No, I agree. I mean, you want to be in a position where somebody is just available to you. You don't have to trade up. And the Cardinals are not going to be able to trade up for a quarterback because Monty Ossenford, Jonathan Gannon are going to enter a really pivotal 2026. Are they going to be allowed to just throw away future draft picks? They went all in with Kyler Murray. It hasn't worked out. They're going to pivot, but what's that going to look like?
Did they so much go all in on Kyler Murray, or
probably a bad.
Yeah, I mean,
bad
they
choice
were
of words.
Handed that, right? You can't.
They were asked to make the most of it, and it looked like it was flourishing when they were 6-4 last year, and then now they've collapsed, and then they've got this situation with Kyler where I believe he's healthy and he's on injured reserve, and a lot of things are going to come out this offseason, but you're starting Jacoby Brissett in a year where you needed to win games. I mean, I think that says it all.
Yeah, and the reality is, even if you draft a quarterback, you very well may be starting Jacoby Brissett to start next season.
Sure, of course.
Too, while that young guy figures things out. There's no real other option, though.
No.
I mean, there's
unless you trade
for.
Yeah, I mean,
who would it be at this point?
Yeah, there's nobody. You're not trading for Spencer Rattler. The Houston Texans aren't trading you. Can't C.J. Stroud. There's no Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield that's going to fall into your lap. A lot of people believe that's going to be Kyler Murray. I don't know what the answer is. I know that the Cardinals can't run the ball for shit though. I mean, look at this run game right now. 15 for 34 on the ground. I mean, that is really bad.
But they're starting a guy that was one of the last guys to make the roster, and his backup's a guy that was on the practice squad. I mean, it does not surprise me they can't run the ball right now. Plus, you're playing behind an offensive line that has been crap this year.
It's just not well coached unit either. $5 from our guy Shaft. Walter landed hard and just looked like his knee was hurting the way he laid after the score. They tackled him low, and his right knee hit pretty hard. Hopefully it's not an ACL, MCL. Hopefully it's a bruise like he had maybe after, I can't remember what game that was. Bad throw by Jacoby there. Thank you for that, Shaft. And then our guy Patrick, JV, who do you want to see starting at quarterback next year? I mean, like, who's available? I think Jameis Winston is not a realistic option. Like, they have to go into this offseason and get a quarterback where Evan Brown just didn't even try to block somebody right there. That is embarrassing. They have to go into this offseason and get somebody where they can come out and say, like, hey, we think we can win with this person. Like, who is that going to be? Your guess is as good as mine. I think Flacco and Jacoby Brissett are very similar. I don't think it's going to be Flacco.
And Jacoby's younger.
Yeah, and a little bit more mobile.
A little bit.
Man.
As he's mobile backwards on that play.
Is that Gardeck again?
Oh, yeah, baby.
My God. Really poor half thus far for the Cardinals.
You think the Texans will look to move Mills to capitalize?
Yeah,
on
but
that?
I think Mills is in the category of Jacoby, or is in the category of a Rattler. I mean, Evan Brown. What has happened to Evan Brown?
I don't think he was ever really that good.
He was okay last year.
You ask what's happened to all these offensive linemen.
More penalties.
I'm going to let Brittan get back in here. I just wanted to hop in and give you your merch and talk a little bit about about whether we should tank or not, because I can't figure it out, but I keep coming back to I think so. So
man,
a little skirmish.
Oh, all right.
You gonna show some fight?
All right. Good luck, Johnny.
Good to see you, my guy. Good luck to the Suns. Check out PHNX Suns later tonight. Hottest team in the Valley? Question mark. We got ASU, we got U of A all playing well. Suns are playing really nice brand of ball this year. That's all you want. I got a team that I can be proud of. I'm watching them play well, play with some passion. I don't like this official. I know that was penalties on the Jaguars. I just don't like him. Would love to see a quick 3 and out here. I'm not sure how realistic that is, but would love to see it nonetheless. All right, so let's get some updates here. Noah Mann really bailing out Bo Brock on PHNX Cardinals Waffle House Watch. Looks like Noah, who's leading our fantasy team here at PHNX Sports, is beating head of sales director Max. Okay, why is that important? Max is firmly in last place. He's 2-9. How is that relevant to PHNX Cardinals? Noah and I are both firmly in the playoffs, crushing it, per usual. Bo Brock, co-host of this podcast, is one spot away from being in last place. He does not hold the tiebreaker over Max because he hasn't scored many points. Now, here's an interesting development. Bo is having a nice week against Derek, so Bo would feel really good about himself, which is the last thing we want, with a win this week and a loss for Max. So, again, updating you on our fantasy football team because the Cardinals are just that unwatchable. Welcome back, Brittan Golden, to the program.
Oh, man.
Waffle House, if you didn't know, the loser of our league the last 4+ years has to go to a Waffle House for 24 hours and sit there every waffle that they consume during that period, they get to shave an hour off. And typically, the folks that have done it have really kind of maxed out between 10 and 13. After that point, it just becomes unbearable. So, Bo, beautiful family, father of two, being separated from his family at a Waffle House for 24 hours is not something we wish on him, but it could become a reality if he blows it down the stretch here. But
Y'all better go tap into that Harumi sushi.
Wow.
Over there.
I might have to tap out here. We'll have Brittan Golden and Noah Man hold it down. I'm just gonna go grab a quick plate, and we'll continue things. Cardinals look like ass this half. Brittan, your thoughts?
Well, what happened when I was gone?
Gardeck sack.
Oh, I saw that.
Okay.
Don't you worry about that.
Okay.
It's just purple rice. It's healthy for you. I don't really know if it's healthy for you, but it's good.
Maybe it's like made out of eggplant.
No idea. You're asking the wrong person. I would say this. This is the best sushi in the valley.
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh,
Without a doubt.
they got one up by my house too in Peoria.
Oh,
like,
really?
Literally like less than a mile.
That's nice.
And yet I still Uber eat it because I'm lazy. Well,
is Brian Thomas just like hurt right now, or is he like
just said
hurt
ankle.
long term? Okay. Get a little pressure
Get
there.
him. Oh,
Gotta
you
get
got
him
both.
up.
That's. I mean, you got third down, but you'd like to see that be a sack. But as long as it's not a first down, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Mac. Thank you for not talking about my fantasy team. I'm back. Brittan Golden with the clutch pickup of some sushi that I'm going to eat on air.
Oh, we all eating on
Fuel.
air. It's good for you.
Arizona Cardinals 3rd and 3 here. What do we expect here? Not a great play.
Oh, we like the timeout. Call.
Another timeout?
They got in the third quarter. You got to take both of them away.
Wow.
That'll be fine though. All you got to do, essentially, the Cardinals at this point, right? Jacksonville's got one timeout left.
Yeah.
And it's the third quarter. Just keep it close at this point. That way,
don't let them score a touchdown.
If you don't let them score touchdowns and you keep this close and you have opportunities at the end of the fourth quarter, then if you can score late and take the lead, they can't stop the clock. So now it's desperation mode. They're dropping back. You can send extra players, blitzers, try to force them to make bad throws, and you get off the field.
Was it hopping downstairs?
Nah, it wasn't popping yet. It's still kind of a little early.
This is clutch, Brittan.
This is fire. I would eat this.
It's fuel.
I would eat this.
Fuel
like
for this Cards comeback right now. Good jump by the defensive line.
Oh! Wow. Can you
Hakeem
believe
Davis
it?
Gaither
Can you believe it?
totally redeems himself. Just excuse me, I have to delete some tweets. Excuse me. Hakeem Davis Gaither, very playable. You have 3 takeaways and you're losing.
Yeah, three turnovers too.
They're trying to give you this game.
Well, this goes back to what we were talking about last week. You have 450 yards passing and you have 22 points on the board.
Trevor, you suck. Trevor's not any good. Trevor plays a real team and will lose. All right, you're in field goal range already. Rip it, Jacoby. Fudge.
Oh,
that's got to be a flag.
Oh.
That's a penalty.
There's no way they
No
don't throw a
flag.
How is
flag.
that a
Wow,
flat?
there
Oh,
it
is he
is.
hurt?
Oh my god.
Oh God, Slovis. Oh God. Oh my God.
That ain't good.
What is that? A concussion?
I mean, technically that was legal.
Not Slovis.
He's in bounds when he made that hit. I mean, we'll take the penalty, but
Slovis warming up, according to Bo. My God, not Slovis.
No.
Not Slovis. Michael's saying, of course, JG doesn't want to use chopsticks. I use chopsticks at home in every walk of life. I'm trying to rip through this sushi to entertain and to give some play-by-play here in front of this capacity crowd on this watch along. I promise you, I don't have a stigma against chopsticks. I love them. We have our youngest do chopsticks as well. So K1 back next week, according to Officer McTitties. He said, Bo's saying Jacoby's warming up or he's jogging off.
He just got popped. That's what it was.
We gotta just
Did they-
Slovis do. How about this? No Slovis at all. Direct snap. Michael Carter lost it too.
Did they overturn the penalty?
They weren't. I mean, I don't think it was a penalty.
Oh nope. Jacoby's going to the blue tent.
Oh God, Bo. Let's see here. I love chopsticks. That's right. 500 watching live. They said we dropped some scoops on the post game show. If we got to 10 new members, we got to get 9 more here. Slovis legacy game. Keaton Slovis should not be on your active roster unless you're trying to lose games. Sorry. Keaton Slovis, BYU. Okay. What's his played it? He was a USC recruit, I think. Yeah, that's right. Was undrafted in 2024. He was with the Texans and the Colts. Monty told Bo and I, we saw Monty. He told us that he liked him and liked what he saw from his brief time with Houston last year. So take that for what it is.
He's gonna go out here and throw for 200 in the fourth quarter.
Or
touchdown.
I don't think so, but I would love to be wrong. Keaton Slovis season. Yeah, I think Jacoby might have a concussion after that play. Slovis, baby. Man, these watch-alongs are just giving me life. Hit that like button. Almost 600 watching live right now on PHNX Sports. Here's, I don't know how Keaton Slovis is going to look. I'm going to expect it to be bad. Why don't the Cardinals have a realistic backup to Jacoby Brissett? And that's something we talked about it. Bo Brock saying a Petsing disaster play call. Here we go.
What do you mean,
Oh my God.
Oh, see, I told you.
Jesus.
Oh my
God.
Drew.
The Cardinals don't have a competent backup because Jacoby was the competent backup.
Well, but then when Kyler went on IR, it's like,
who are you gonna go get?
I don't know. Brissett's coming back. Jacoby,
is he coming back?
Is he coming back?
I don't know.
I don't want to see Keaton Slovis throw a pass. People are saying we're tanking. What are we tanking for? The 7th pick? I think if they lose out, it would be the 7th pick. Can you get a completion to get them in field goal range, Slovis? Can barely take the snap. Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Yep, baby. Oh, yeah, baby.
He barely was able to take the pass. So they didn't get 15 yards on that play.
No, because he was hit inbounds.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a legal hit. It was just a crucial hit.
Cardinals with 3 takeaways and can't score points.
They're going to have to take Kyler off the IR in 4 weeks. Ooh.
Man.
Oh, almost dropped that.
If I'm the Jaguars, I'm running it on first down, second down, third down, fifth down, seventh down. Doesn't matter. Well, if Keaton Slovis is in for the rest of the game, the Cardinals lose. Cardinals got no shot if this is Slovis ball.
You got to find ways to keep making Trevor Lawrence give you the football. But you have to score, I guess. You need a defensive touchdown.
Brissett is out of the medical tent and heading back to the sideline. A good sign. Just sucks you had to blow that drive then. Trevor Lawrence with 2 interceptions on the day. He's given the ball to the Cardinals 3 times. Keem Davis-Gaither must have read my tweets. He's now playing the half of his life. I may or may not have deleted a tweet. There's Jacoby Brissett. He's back. He didn't have to go in.
Got a super chat here.
$4.99. We will see K1 again, JV. Book it, especially after Rams and Texans. Brissett may not be alive after that Texans game. Kyler Murray's never playing for this franchise again, is my take on the situation. That he's an asset that they are keeping healthy until the offseason, where they're going to try to trade him in the offseason. They need to get a different quarterback. That felt like that could have been picked. They need to get a different quarterback in here to go with Brissett, though. Ryan's saying denial. Are you saying I'm in denial or other people are in denial? I'm assessing what I know in the situation at hand. Why are you putting a healthy Kyler Murray on injured reserve? Oh, man. Doesn't it feel like a 3-point lead is like a 20-point lead right now? I agree, Rich, dude. Jags score here, a touchdown. This is going to be really hard to overcome. Defense looks good today, though. After that, man. Missing players, missing vibes. That Drew Petzing direct snap to Greg Dortch. That we love. I like Greg Dortch. He was part of this network. I hope he gets paid this offseason. Drew Petzing loves treating Greg Dortch like he's like prime Deebo Samuel. It's like, Greg, direct snap. And maybe it's just because they don't have any other players. Marv's hurt. I get it. The hope is Marv will be back next week. Man. 2 interceptions this half, 0 points. Bad. How are things going on the betting scene for you, Mr. Golden?
They could be better. Kind of like what we're watching. Could be better.
Let's see here. Jacoby Brissett comes in. They've got a shot. If Jacoby Brissett is done, they're toast. But we think Jacoby Brissett's going to play.
I need Brock Bowers to get busy.
Man.
And I need Jacoby Brissett to throw Trey McBride a touchdown.
Big third down here coming up for the Cardinals. Big third down. Or is it second down? I have no idea. Nope, it's 2nd and 8. Got to feel like they're just going to sit and run the football here. 4th quarter. Man, it's hard to lose an NFL game when you take the ball away 3 times and then score defensively and you still lose.
When you have 3 takeaways, you have a defensive touchdown. Yeah, that's a very, very hard thing to do, to lose the game on top of that. But again, like one of the takeaways you scored on, the other 2 takeaways
didn't do anything.
You did nothing with it. And then you had the opportunity before the half to put, I mean, this is a tie game if you make the field goal before halftime.
Yeah. Yep. Defense has played, I think, B+ today. Offense has been D, special teams F. Man, this defense, man, what more can you do other than scoring again? Can this defense score again? If I'm Jacksonville, I am just hammering the run. The Cardinals defense is tired. Offense, we just had to see Slovis. Oh, nice hit there by Buddha. Buddha's playing his best game of the year.
I don't know why he hung on to that ball. He might be dead. Me and my quarterback gotta have a talk.
Who's that?
So when we go back to the sideline, me and my quarterback gotta have a talk for that one.
Yeah, a little bit of a hospital ball there. 3rd and 3. They got a run or pass here. People are asking why is Walt not on the field. He was declared out after his touchdown with a knee injury. It sounds like he banged it, maybe the same knee that caused him to miss some time after the Seahawk game. So it's very unfortunate. Walt, one of their best players on the team. Let's see here. Big down here. They're blitzing. Somebody needs to make a play here. They're running it. I figured they would. They're short. They are short. Assuming the spot, that looked like he was down well before the first down. Yeah, he's short.
He's a full yard.
They're not going to go for this, are they?
No.
Yeah, they're poor. I really like the decision there for Cardinals, not the Jags. I hate that decision by the Jags. Nice job by Zaven Collins, who's played well today.
Good tackle.
You know, here's the thing about Zaven Collins. He's never going to be what you had drafted him to be, and he was a Steve Keim draft pick. But he's available every week. He's available to this team every week. He contributes, does what he can. Bo Brock reporting that Jacoby Brissett is back in this game now. Thank the football gods. We got an entire fourth quarter to play, people. Buckle up. Cardinals down 3, but they got all 3 timeouts. And let's get back to feeding Michael Wilson and Trey McBride. The problem is Evan Brown looks terrible. I'm at the point where I'm ready to bench Evan Brown for John Gaines. But, who knows? We'll see. Let's just all be excited that we don't have to watch Keaton Slovis for the rest of this game, and hopefully never again, with all due respect. If I have to watch Keaton Slovis play a football game this year,
you would have been in a world of hurt.
I'm not sure I could make it through a stream. Almost 550 watching live. Hit that like button. We're approaching 200 likes. Do us a favor if you're a fan of what we're doing here at PHNX Cardinals. Hit that join button as well. Got a big week of content coming your way. We got Suns action tonight, and then of course ASU U of A this weekend. Where's that game at, Noah?
What game?
U of A ASU this weekend.
It's at ASU.
It's at ASU. So that's hottest ticket in town in Tempe. We got 2 members. We got. Look at that, Darby Venerable. Appreciate you, Darby. Thank you for becoming a member. Awesome. And then we got Jonathan just became a member. Excellent. So we got 3 members. We need 7 more to go to get that scoop on the postgame show. But regardless, we appreciate everybody watching right now, member or not. We're going to have tons of member-only content dropping in the coming weeks, especially during draft season. We're going to have Mike Garafolo. We're hoping to have Kurt Warner this offseason as well. We're going to be at the Super Bowl. We're going to be at the Combine. We're going to be everywhere, and there's going to be the content's going to be flowing. And if you want access to all of it here, become a member. And I promise, best $5 you'll spend. Not everybody. A lot of people ask Bo and I, how can we support what you guys are doing? We love the show. Big shout out. Riley, who I saw yesterday in the wild hanging out. Neil, who I saw yesterday. Big thanks to both you guys for shouting me out when I was doing some Honeydew grocery shopping. I was at Costco. I saw somebody at Costco. I saw somebody at Fry's. I saw somebody else at Home Depot. So big thanks to everybody who always comes up and says such nice things about the show. But I was getting to the point where people ask, how can we support it? Just click join, $5 a month. I promise you, you're going to love the content and the extra goodies that you're going to get as a part of the supporter club. But at the same time, really does help keep the lights on here as we are the fastest growing sports network here in the Valley. As we continue on, we're back. Cardinals have the football. What do you need to see here, Brittan Golden?
Consistency and points. You need points. Whether it's 3 or 7, you got to find a way to generate points. Get yourself back in this
Good
ball
blitz
game.
pickup by Bam Knight. Jacoby
Bam.
Brissett.
There you go.
Strike to Michael Wilson.
Good start.
Running the ball, be damned. Bam Knight is a battering ram here. Michael Wilson now 9 for 87. In the last 2 games, he has got over 260 yards receiving. That's half of his yardage from the last 2 seasons. Had 500 yards respectively the last 2 years. So he's a really nice player for this offense. And again, when you get Marv back, presumably next week, it should only help everyone, honestly, especially if opposing defenses and coordinators are seeing what Mike's been able to do. Pass protection's good. Jacoby rips it. Dangerous throw there. Could have been intercepted by 26 there, Johnson. It's almost kind of a mandate. You go to Michael, then you go to Trey. You go to Michael, you go to Trey, and then you dump it to Bam Knight.
That was a good play.
Yeah, that was
Great
a good play. There's an injury, one of the big defensive linemen for the Jacksonville Jaguars here. Hit that like button. Cardinals coming up 2nd and 10 from the Jaguars, or from their own, let's see here. 2nd and 10 from their own 34. A lot of time left. Over 12 minutes left. Michael Wilson. Let's see if he can do it. Cleveland Browns. Are they going to win Shador's debut here? Shador, a very pedestrian 10 of 18 for a pick. Let's throw a parade if he gets this dub, though. Retire the jersey. Should we retire Shador's jersey for the Browns after he wins this game, just like Colorado retired his number?
I mean, you got to.
Did they retire both he and Travis Hunter's?
Mm-hmm.
I get retiring the Heisman Trophy winner's number. Shador is just like, hey, this is a nice quarterback. We had some success with him while he was here.
It's rough.
That's a tough look. Steve Kimes Burner 199. Didn't Walt play second quarter after the touchdown? I thought he did too, but there were people saying he got hurt his knee after what happened with the touchdown. I have no idea though. We got a lot of moving parts here on the live stream. That's where I count on you guys to keep it real with us. We need our peeps on the street like Bo Brock, tipping plays. That's what we need. $500 people watching. Hit that like button. Yeah, there's a lot of commercials this half. I feel like there's a lot of commercials. Hope everybody has a wonderful holiday. We're going to be hanging out with you all this week. And I'm going to tell you right now, the content doesn't stop. We will not have a show on Thursday, but I believe we're going to have a show Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. And then we're back with, of course, game day against Tampa. Will the Cardinals be on a one-game high? Can they sweep the Florida teams? People are asking for mock drafts. You'll get your mock drafts. It's hard for me to stomach doing a mock in November. We did one for fun in October just for shits and gigs, but I would like to do mocks like during the draft season, because if you were asking me to do a mock like in 2008, in the fall of 2008, 2009, or whatever, people have been like mocking Scooby Wright in the top 10. So it's a lot of it's about timing. All right, 2nd and 10 here. Jacoby, look out. Oh, some of these throws by Jacoby are a little bit off target here. You wonder after he got banged up. Yeah, Bo mentioned that he is struggling this half. Doc XC, I try to limit my swearing for the kids out there, but right now I feel like I want to swear a lot watching this team. Defense is playing well enough to win. Offense is bad. Bad. I mean, like, how many more possessions are you going to get from your defense where they're going to force a punt is the question, Brittan.
Well, the problem is not being able to stay on the field offensively. You're just consistently putting them back on the field.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that would have been a hell of a catch. Gosh almighty.
Jacoby looks bad.
Oh, that would have been a hell of a catch.
I mean, do you try fake punt at some point? Do you try?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Rough. Row.
Bark, bark.
Bad Jacoby. Matt Hack. Will he be a hack today? Is that what this guy is?
Good punt.
Get it. Go. No, don't go backwards, dummy. It doesn't matter. It's a free touch.
Is it?
Yeah, Cardinals already touched it, so they get the ball where he touched it. It's not a
That's
safety. This guy's an idiot.
No, don't.
The Cardinals touched the ball.
Don't tell.
Ding dong.
People are thinking it's a safety.
It's a free touch. It's not a safety, guys.
It's a safety. I'm going to say it's a safety.
If the
even though it's
Cardinals,
not. They put a safety on the screen.
listen, if you touch the ball in the field of play as the kicking team, the ball goes where the ball was touched.
Then they try to return it. That's a stupid rule, though. I don't agree with that. BG would return punts. Returned punts in the NFL.
It's a first down.
But I'm gonna say you don't know.
They get it on the 1 yard line.
You don't know ball, BG. What do you think? You return punts in the NFL? You don't know. You don't know what you're talking about.
As a punt returner, we're told like if they touch the ball, right? If the punt team touches the ball first, it's a free play. So like you can pick it up. It doesn't matter if you fumble it, whatever happens, you get the ball where the punting team touched the ball.
Listen to me right now. That's a safety. We were robbed of a safety. Max Melton, great play.
Hell of a play.
All right, so they get the ball right there.
So far, this new punter has had 2 really good punts this game.
Washington is not a bright character though. Like
that's really dumb.
Like once you touched it and you got it, just get you 2 extra
Had he
yards.
fumbled it there though, would we have gotten the ball?
No, wouldn't have mattered.
That's such a stupid. If you try to return it, you should be susceptible to. Oh God. You just blow it there.
That hurts you.
Guys.
Oh.
Hey, it's like 1st and goal, or you have the ball on the 1 yard line, 8 yards. That guy, Cardinals can't stop Travis Etienne Jr. Man, you blew your chance to get that safety. Trevor, throw another pick, but this time throw a pick 6. B.J. Ojulari getting a lot of run in this game. I don't know if it's a good or a bad sign, given the state of what. Yeah, look, powering it forward for 2 big gains, and the Cardinals are blowing opportunity there to get some pressure. Super chat, Shane Lame. JB Peak, since Dallas, it's been garbage time in mid. It's hard to disagree.
I mean, you got garbage time, yes. But at the same time of the garbage time, the last 2 weeks, garbage time has been from the first quarter.
I also think that the offensive line has gotten progressively worse.
They've been bad.
Evan Brown.
They've been bad all season. They were horrible for Kyler. It's just what we talked about. Like Kyler had the ability to escape.
Right. And you could extend some plays.
Yeah.
There's a nice play by Darius or Dante Stills. Excuse me. They're going to try to run it just like this could be the Seahawk game where they run it 12 straight plays and they end the game. Well, that game was already over. That game was a laugher. Do you even trust this team to try to kick a field goal? 3 points this half. Second half possessions, pick, TD, pick, punt. They're going to have to earn it here.
No points out of either one of the INTs.
Mocha Gate strikes again, according to Tim. Thanks, JV. Anytime. I'd love a Mocha right now. I might have needed to get through this fourth quarter. Jesus. BJ Ojulari.
I mean, that's just not fair, though.
Right.
You got an outside backer, an edge rusher trying to cover a starting wide receiver.
Right.
I'm taking that matchup all day long. I'd run it again. They want to play
Yeah.
that defense. I'd just run it until they change.
People are asking, where's Darius? He's out there. He's been out there. They rotate their defensive linemen.
Ugh.
Oh, there's a 4-yard loss turned into a 3-yard gain.
Man.
Mm, mm.
Cardinals letting this game slip away here. We got 9 minutes, 15 seconds left. Duval's in his bag. They need another takeaway. But if I'm Jacksonville, I'm not throwing the ball again. I can't believe they're throwing. Oh my God, Garrett Williams almost another interception. Third and 8 here. Clock stops. Almost picks that off on his shoulder. Unbelievable. Garrett Williams, the best game of his season so far. You just knew he probably wasn't right when they played Seattle. Got cooked by Jackson Smith and Jigba, who is apparently Jerry Rice now, and just destroying everyone.
Listen, that dude.
He's
that
unbelievable.
Dude is a dog.
He's everything you want in a receiver. Sam Darnold, I don't think is great, but he just knows to get the ball to him. Oh, pick that off. Buda Baker. They pick it again.
We have
four takeaways.
You have 4 takeaways. You have 4 takeaways, and you're losing this game.
Come on, defense. Trevor Lawrence does suck, Bo.
What a play.
This is the kind of performance that you needed if you're Jonathan Gannon, where your defense really stood up and made it uncomfortable for Trevor. Team MVP. You got guys like Mac Wilson Sr., James Conner, Will Johnson, great players unavailable. There's Buda Baker.
Where has 11 interceptions this year, and 3 of them came today.
It's great, isn't it? It's got more. Let's see. Bam Knight. There you go. Hey. Positive yards.
Bo said it's Buda's first pick since 2022.
That's nuts.
Gosh, really?
Look at Buda with the interception glass, the turnover glasses. Had to have it. Jumped a route, had to have it. Jacoby Brissett. Can he lead this team? A touchdown would help. Trey McBride been quiet this half. There's Bam Knight. Yeah, they're having a tough time, man.
Oh.
Who's hurt?
Oh, no. Okay, he got up.
I mean, do you go for it here on 4th down? You're not in field goal range. You're not punting. I think you got to go for it.
Where you're at now, I think you go for it.
Yeah.
You're in no man's land. Punt doesn't do a lot.
Got to get Dortch involved somehow.
Dortch, baby. Greg Dortch, touchdown. Greg Dortch, touchdown. Cardinals take the lead. Light it, baby. Greg Dortch, huge.
Oh, my gosh.
Cardinals retake the lead, pending the extra point. 20-17. Jacoby Brissett, a strike underneath to Greg Dortch in what could be his final games as a member of this team. A scheduled free agent.
Big time right there.
Unreal.
Starts with the defense. Starts with the defense right there. Takeaway turns into points.
Yes, Mason Jar Jar Binks. I do know ball.
Jacoby Brissett, who has not played great this half, standing in there and delivering a strike to Greg Dortch. Jonathan Gannon's defense standing up, getting another takeaway. Had to have it. You could not come away with that possession without having points. A potential vibe-saving play by Buda Baker and Greg Dortch. Excellent play. Open field. Greg Dortch. Every time at the end of the year he gets opportunities, he makes the most of them.
He's done that every year he's been here. All the years Dortch has been a Cardinal, it's always, when you give him opportunities, he always comes through, especially in big moments.
They had to go to somebody else because this defense is clearly keyed in on Trey.
The chat wants me to take over as OC, head coach, GM, and owner.
Did you say go to Dortch there?
I did. He was my X factor going into the game.
You're smart. I'm dumb.
Genius.
I eat sushi with a fork on the live streams. Hit that like button.
Oh. Oh no.
Great play by Shador. Great play by the running back, but also Shador retires jersey. Keep it going. Arizona Cardinals have the lead here, 21-17. Make old Trev one-dimensional here. Can you stop the run? You know they're going to go to Etienne. Cardinals with the lead here. Oh, God. Keem Davis-Gaither falling down.
Gosh, that's not a good start.
No, real bad.
Not a good start.
Pete Carroll looking like a one and done for the Raiders. My God. Let's see Walter Nolan. Did he hurt his knee there?
You think they could give Brock Bowers a 20-yard pass?
No.
Please?
No? Never. Negative, sir.
I need Brock Bowers for 20 more yards, and I need 9 more yards from Trey McBride.
Never, never, never.
Ooh,
nice play. Ojulari. Ojulari, can you just play yourself into game shape here at the end of the season? Here's the thing. Cardinals get the ball back. They need to keep throwing. They need to keep the pressure on. You're not running the ball. You're not fooling anybody.
Well, there is no run game.
Right.
You need to use, you need to use quick game as your run game.
Right.
Flat, slants.
And listen, if you get sacked, so be it. If you have negative plays, so be it. Punt the football. Just can't turn the football over. We got 600 people watching live right now. Hit that like button. Subscribe to PHNX Sports. Trevor Lawrence rips it. Oh, Jesus. Jacoby Myers
again.
Upfield.
Jacoby Myers
Keep
again.
him out of the end zone. I don't know how the clock's still going here.
It still runs outside of 2 minutes.
Oh, that's right. The way they're playing the defense, they're going to have to score a touchdown. Correct. Already down to the 24 here. So the defense, the defense has been gassed. They haven't been forcing a lot of punts, but they've been getting the timely takeaways. Let's see here. Could be a false start. Ojulari, yep, free play. Free play.
You got lucky there.
Yeah, but they're going to have 1st and 5 here.
Woo. Oh, you got lucky. Trevor Lawrence threw a bad ball.
Where's Jordan Birch at? I'd like to see Jordan Birch a little bit more. Does Trevor Lawrence have another? According to Mark Dalton, Cards Senior VP Media Relations, Greg Dortch, the touchdown pass from Jacoby was Brissett's 11th TD pass in 6 games this season, 6 starts. No other player in franchise history has more TD passes in their first 6 starts. Jacoby's a nice backup fringe guy. Cody Simon making the tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
How is that not a 3-yard loss?
Who was in the backfield? Calais?
You had Darius Robinson in the backfield.
PJ Mustafer.
I mean, he was hit 3 yards deep.
I know. Very fun, competitive game today. Not the horror show that we've experienced the last 2 weeks, which is a plus. It's great to be able to watch the game and not want to immediately turn it off. Cardinals, regardless, they're going to get a shot here. Put this game away one way or the other. Oh, Jesus.
Ugh.
Cody Simon. Come on, Cody. Suddenly now we've got lots of time being taken off the clock here.
Yeah, but this is what you want here because now they have to score a touchdown, right? And it's first and goal.
I think they feel pretty good about their ability.
Yeah,
to
but
score
it's first and goal from the 8.
Yeah.
Right, so it's 4 down. They have to go for it on 4 down. So if you can find a way to get off the field here, all you got to do is pick up a couple first downs and the game's over.
Well, that's easier said than done with old Drew.
Yeah.
The only way I would feel good about this game is if the Cardinals had a defensive touchdown right here. That's the only way I would feel good about it.
There's
Get
a
'em.
shot. Oh, no. Damn it.
Touchdown.
Damn it.
Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence comes back. Lots of dancing going on. Garrett Williams beat. Really bad defensive series after whatever the Cardinals just did on offense. 23-21. Cardinals led for about half a minute.
You're right. You've got plenty of time here. You have plenty of time. You have 3 timeouts. You've been moving the ball for the most part. I mean,
oh my God.
Outside of about 4 possessions here.
Now you're going to be in a position where the Cardinals can come down and I say only need a field goal. We have reached, my God.
You need a field goal to tie.
I'm tell you right now, Trevor Lawrence looked terrible, and they're somehow winning this game. That's not a good sign for the Cardinals. Trevor Lawrence
has 4 turnovers by himself.
3 touchdown passes, though.
3 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions, and a fumble. As a defense, you have 4 takeaways, and you're losing this football game.
Oh, boy.
Atlanta Falcons look like they're going to hang on here.
I need that.
Kirk Cousins playing well against the Saints, who look bad. Saints are bad. We need the Falcons to win. Move that Rams pick down. Enough of that trash. Enough of that garbage. Parker Washington with the touchdown here. Want to remind everybody, all 700 of you watching live, we will be live for our post-game show as well. You're on PHNX Sports. If you would be so inclined, hit that like button, subscribe to PHNX Sports here on YouTube. Steve Kimes' burner is back, 14 offensive points with 4 takeaways. Yeah, it's bad. Like I don't know what more we need to. The special teams have been bad. Drew Petzing's been bad. The run game is non-existent. Jacoby's been average. I mean, you're missing Marv. You're missing all your running backs. Your franchise quarterback. That situation kind of imploded this year. Like Jacksonville's defense is, they're second against the run for a reason. Jags 1 possession games this year, 4-3. I mean, that's the money stat for Liam Cohen. Whereas the Cardinals are not 1-3 or 4-3. They are bad in that department. Get us to 500 likes here on the live stream, and again, hit that subscribe button. Jacoby Brissett on his own 30. Just under 4 minutes left here. No negative plays, no takeaways here. Nice and easy, going underneath to.
Who's 45?
What's his name? He's the kind of the fullback H-back. He's the Tip Ryman replacement.
Okay.
He's a Jag, but he's hanging. Gotta assume we see more Trey McBride, Michael Wilson on this drive. Cardinals are gonna get some reinforcements next week. So you would love to see them find a way to pull this out. You got the 2 money men on the bottom of the screen, 85-14, Michael Wilson, Trey McBride. No Bam Knight this possession. Underneath, you got to get rid of it, Jacoby. Bad sack there to take that. That's a bad sack.
You got to throw that away once you get out of the pocket.
You're out of the pocket. Just let it fly.
Really bad sack there.
Let it fly out of bounds.
It's got some fraud Jacksonville fans at State Farm Stadium. That's sickening. But that's what that's what a losing product's going to do. What was that? Was that 2nd and 3?
Mm-hmm.
2nd and 3, you take a bad sack there.
3rd and 10.
He didn't feel the oncoming. 26-7, a nice game for them. 3rd and 10 here. I think this is 4-down territory. I
mean, everything's 4 down. You
I
got
think-
2 minutes.
yeah.
I mean, you do have 3 timeouts.
I'm
plus
not-
the 2-minute warning if you get off.
unless there you go. Perfect.
got him.
Michael Wilson. Boom. 1st down. There's big play, Mike.
Flag.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Offensive pass
No.
interference.
Oh God.
Oh my God. How do you call that?
Oh my God. Who
He
was
wa-
blocked? Who got in the way?
He was wide open there.
Elijah Higgins. If it was probably a mesh. It's got to be what it was. Crossing routes with a mesh. He didn't make a football play.
Unbelievable.
Let's see.
Let's see here. Was it a pick play?
Yeah,
you didn't even need. You didn't even need to do it.
You didn't need to do that. He was going to be open. You did. That's a horrible decision.
Elijah Higgins.
No.
has been rough.
That was hit. That's all on Higgins right there.
You didn't even need to do it. You could have just stood there.
The thing is, just make a move and get out of the way. All you got to do is freeze his feet. If you freeze his feet, Michael Wilson's open regardless.
Come on, Higgy Bear. 3rd and 21 here. You need a prayer. Suddenly this game is on the verge of being lost. You're going to have to heave it up, Jacoby. You need yards.
He's going to
Oh
run.
my God.
Oh, man. Terrible possession.
Don't do that. That was.
He's trying to sell
He was
flag.
trying to do the
What
Patrick
a
Mahomes.
horrendous possession there.
He went after the Pat Mahomes. Now, this is your thing. You don't. I mean, I understand the thing.
You go for it
You
because
punt this. No, you have 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning.
they
right?
can't stop anybody, though.
I mean, the 2-minute warning is going to happen on the punt, but you have 3 timeouts. So if you can get off the field, the problem is if you go for this and you don't get it, it's done.
No, they're going for it. It's not done because if they kick a field goal, then you can try to go down and score a touchdown here.
You really think that they're going to be able to
I don't
stop
think
him
they
from
can
field
stop.
goal?
I think they looked at that last possession. They can't stop anybody. Better get the snap off.
Look at this. Yeah, that was Dennis Gardeck again, by the way, on the hit.
My God, this team.
Ugh.
Cardinals, just a comedy of errors here. Sickening. A sickening display. 5 wins in the last 18. It's time for a change. They're not making a change.
That's what Steph Curry just said. He said it's hard to make a change.
It is hard.
It's definitely hard for the Cardinals organization to make a change. I can tell you that. Because, gosh, we've been watching the same nonsense for 12 weeks.
Woo. What a possession.
I don't know, man. I just think I think you punt that ball there with 3 timeouts. That's a better situation than what you put yourself in right here.
I agree with you there.
Because now, I mean, you have 3 timeouts, but all the Jaguars need is a first down. Game is over.
I think
you get a first down game.
I think they looked at it like our defense blows.
Yeah, but gosh, I don't know.
I think both options were bad. I don't think there was a good option.
All you got to do is run a play here, make the Cardinals call a timeout. Then you have 3 plays to get a first down. You get the first down, you take knees. Game's over. All game. Bad turn of events. But this is Cardinal. This is second half Cardinal football that we watched all year long. You've had leads. You've had leads in the fourth quarter. This is what, the 6th game you've had the lead in the fourth quarter?
Yep.
That you've blown? And you want to say it, don't get me wrong, the defense played out of their minds today. You had 4 takeaways and a defensive score. And you lose. The defense was on the field most of the second half. And they found a way to generate takeaways.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at some point, you knew what was going to happen on the with that last touchdown by the Jaguars, you knew something was going to have to shake because you just can't. The defense can't spend the majority of the second half on the field and not break. Like this, you're tired at that point. You don't have enough guys where you can rotate to keep everybody fresh when you're playing that many defensive plays.
Drew will not be back next year.
Drew needs to not be back tomorrow.
I just this Cardinals defense. I just don't think they were going to stop anybody. But I don't disagree with the thought process from you guys either. Yeah, I mean, like I think like the mindset probably is we're just going to heave it up, and if they pick it off, it's like an air punt, it's like an arm punt, and
Well,
but
Greg
they
Dortch
didn't.
is lucky. Like even if you did, Greg Dortch is lucky he didn't get called for another offensive pass interference because he shoved 42 in the back.
Right, right. Want to remind everybody we're going to be live for the post-game show. Hit that like button. We got 800 people watching live right now. Cardinals in the backfield. Yeah,
I don't understand that.
I mean,
you made the completion, but
I think we got 4-down territory by the Jaguars here. I think they're going to go for it on 4th down if the Cardinals don't get it. Let's get to some of these super chats, Noah. If we could, I'll ramble these off here. 199. I don't believe we're actually this bad. I like the players. I mean, but Walter Nolan going out, no Will Johnson. The offense is just maybe it's our expectations have probably been skewed by how well the offense played initially with Jacoby, and now it's unwatchable. Missing Kyler, not going to lie, 199. You'll get to watch him for another team next year. I think his days as a Cardinal are done. Jack, 199. Genuine question. When was the last time we hit 30? No, last year.
we've been real close.
Yeah. And then Lamar, Cardinals officially entering tank zone.
There it is.
Cardinals
4th
stop
down.
them, so they're going to have to kick a field goal here. So it's not close enough for them to be able to try to go for it on 4th down.
Good play by Buddha.
All right, here's the deal though. This was one of the final kind of like winnable games. The last 2 winnable games, in my opinion, on the schedule are going to be.
For this.
Yeah, see, I thought they would, but not for this far out though.
It's just 4th and 1 still. They said he got back to the line.
Are they going to do the thing where they try to get people to jump?
Well, that'll probably be the beginning part, but
Atlanta, but I mean they're playing well with Kirk Cousins, and then at Cincinnati with Joe Burrow. Like given the state of this team right now, and I hate doing this, I think losing out is not out of the realm of possibility. I think this was a game that you really had to feel like. I mean, you got 4 takeaways and a defensive touchdown. You didn't win the game.
Jaguars are gonna have to call timeout.
No, they're gonna hand it off here.
They smacked this ball. That was so dumb. So dumb.
Please, no flag.
Cardinals are gonna have a shot here.
Wow.
Jonathan Gannon, the bet pays off here. By the way, I liked that move. Unbelievable. Why not just... Oh, my God. Offense on them. Cardinals are going to have a shot here. 1:38 left. Plenty of time. Are going to have a shot to go down here. If this game goes into overtime, that'll be the end of the show. I'm not going to be able to deal with Jacksonville Cards overtime. Akeem Davis Gaither.
Oh, he got lucky right there.
Oh shit! That's such a oh my god! I could have caught that ball, that overthrow.
No, that's what I'm saying. The ball being overthrown.
This is not a given though. I don't want to see Chad Ryland's face. Chad, this game should be tied. You blew it, bro.
The ball being overthrown ruined that right there. Because if he makes that a catchable ball, it's a 1st and goal.
No negative plays. Oh my god, Jacoby looks cooked.
I don't know. No one was open.
I'm just saying. Well, on that, yeah. That's I'm fine with that. Throw it in the dirt if nobody's open. Don't give.
Not cooked. I'm sorry. Looks exhausted. Jacoby Brissett, 38 attempts this game. Cardinals have run the ball 18 carries, 42 yards, 2.3 yards per clip. He's got Jacoby Brissett just getting battered and bruised. He's a warrior. I'd love to see a Drew Petzing draw here. Just be a Pat and Drew Petzing draw. Oh my God.
DeMercado's not in the game. You're not running a draw without DeMercado.
This could be a 4 and out here.
Get Bachelia. Get him the ball. He is active.
This run game, man. When you're a pass rusher and you just got a chance to tee off here, can you go back to Dortch here?
That's the most time you've had.
There's Dortch,
Yeah, or
there's Xavier Weaver.
He's gonna be short.
Oh, I think he got it.
No, because he came back.
Yeah. Guys, you don't have that much time here.
You don't have any timeouts, so. But you did have a 40-second play clock, so they have.
Are they gonna run the ball?
Oh, they got it.
Michael Carter, great effort there. You need what to rip it about 2 or 3 yards here, or 2 or 3 times downfield. I couldn't get my sentence out here. All right, here we go. There are options underneath Jacoby. Oh God,
that's on the defense.
You think so?
Hold. It's gonna be a defensive hold.
Can't be on the offense. They didn't rush anybody.
It's a defensive hold.
Are they declining that?
Oh, 12 men on the field. Ooh, that's a bad penalty by the Jacksonville. Danny.
We got 821 people watching live. Hit that like button. This is your premier Arizona Cardinal podcast. We got a post-game show coming your way immediately following the end of Jags Cards, the game you didn't know you needed in your life today, with a team at 3-7. Just the electric factory that is this team with Jacoby Brissett, who, like, we joke about it. He has no business starting, like, this whole thing. But he looks exhausted. He's playing well. Greg Dortch underneath. Get out of bounds, young man. Range. Now you're looking at touchdown, right? Now you're looking at touchdown. Jeff Rogers, get your shit together, and can you make a field goal with this team? I'm with you. Take a shot. Whereas Trey has been uncharacteristically quiet in this game, specifically the second half. Let's see what happens here. It's 1st and 10. Cardinals on Jacksonville's 42, 43. Jacoby Brissett, is he going to bomb it?
He did it.
Michael Wilson.
He did it.
Big catch downfield.
Oh, yeah, that was a bad mistake right there, buddy. Bad mistake.
You're just going to have to spike it here, right?
Yeah, you got to spike it.
Jacoby, what are you doing?
They're going to try to run a play. What are we doing?
Go back to him.
What are we doing?
Oh, my God. Clock management disaster class.
Now you have to kick a field goal. You have to kick it. That was so dumb.
What happened there? Does anybody know what happened?
Where?
Like, why didn't they clock the ball?
Dad, coaching. That is coaching.
Why didn't they clock the ball?
That's nuts. You've got 20-plus seconds. It's first down. You spike it, it's second down. And you've got at least 2 opportunities to throw the football.
Is that on Drew? Who's that on, Gannon?
Yeah.
6 seconds left in this game. Chad Ryland.
Right. And we're going to overtime. Yay.
How?
This
God,
is
always special
despicable.
teams. Special teams, please.
I need some more sushi.
Who's in charge there of not clocking the ball?
That's both.
How didn't you clock it?
Is it not clocking to you?
It's not. I can't believe that. I don't know, man. I kind of want you to order shit. That's what you're doing. That the coaches have Jacoby has the coaches in their helmet. There's 15 seconds left. The clock's running. Just clock the ball. Clock it at 12 seconds. Were they afraid that something was going to happen? You got 12 seconds left on that play. I can't. Why aren't they talking about this on the broadcast? Go back and look at that last sequence. Michael caught that ball, and then he spun it. That was bad. He spun the ball, and then but he ran it back to the huddle, and then Jacoby, they're lining up in shotgun. Why are you getting under center and clocking the ball? And then regrouping and running a play. 199. To be frank, they've never been in this situation before. I mean, maybe that you practice this in practice. You practice this in practice. How, guys? What is going on here? Jacoby looks exhausted. He looks like he's going to throw up on the broadcast. Jacoby needs an IV. Jacoby Brissett needs an IV. I can't. I'm having a tough time processing the end of that. I want to be excited about overtime, but I just don't trust this team. Jacoby Brissett, by the way, threw 57 passes. He's at 43 this week. Michael Wilson, 10 for 118. I'm having a tough time right now. We shouldn't even be in overtime. Hit that like button. No, he's the player of the game now. We'll switch it.
Okay.
And then put Garrett underneath.
Who do we want to replace?
Take out probably Walt.
Okay.
Jaguars with the football here. If the Jags score, the Cardinals still get the ball, right? I haven't had an overtime game in a blue moon. This team never is good enough to get to overtime, so I don't know how the rules work. 199. How can you say JB has no pick starting, outplayed K1? I think had Kyler Murray never gotten hurt, Jacoby Brissett would never have started. They would have continued with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray was never getting like hard bench this year. And I agree, like Jacoby Brissett's been much better throwing the football downfield, but then you've also seen some areas where he falls short, he takes some sacks. I mean, I think Jacoby Brissett has outplayed anybody's expectations, but at the same time, we're all disappointed on how the Kyler Murray saga ended. Is probably the best way I can put it. Seacombe, fire the coaching staff in the locker room. Absolutely pathetic. It's a joke. I can't believe the broadcast is not highlighting the fact that they had at least, I'm saying conservatively, you had 12 seconds left, which means you had one play left to throw the end zone before you took a field goal. Were they only playing for a field goal? Were they surprised that they got that close? That the self-awareness from the team right there, that is they have to pull this out now, because otherwise that's going to be the main crutch of what's going on. You got to be yelling, Jacoby, clock it, clock it, clock it. Reconvene here, and let's get a playoff. They did talk about it, okay, on the broadcast. Yeah, there's the play of the game right there, flushing out Trevor Lawrence. Jaguars getting the football to start this possession. Thank God they didn't have a chance to return it. That's like a high school play We're going to clock the football, and we're going to reconvene for a field goal. Jaguars want the football here. Their defense must be gassed after that last possession. Oh, God. Oh, God. Denzel Burke having a tough time. What's this receiver doing? That should be a penalty right there. That should be a mocking penalty, a taunting penalty. 900 people watching live. Hit that like button right now on this live stream. We're gonna have a halftime show if this game ever ends, or a post-game show. Excuse me. Are you okay, man? You guys try doing 6 hours unfiltered live content. I did 24. I must have missed that. I didn't watch that. Trevor Lawrence and the Jags now down to the 40. Strip it. You really gotta hold them to a field goal here. I just don't trust Drew Petzing and the Cardinals to go down and score a touchdown. You gotta hold them to a field goal. You gotta be in a position where you force them to kick. Otherwise, this is gonna get ugly quick. Yeah, you need a Calais Campbell. I'm sure they're going to be very conservative here, knowing that they're already in field goal range. So I expect multiple runs here. Yeah, you're getting kind of blown up there. Sweat really hasn't made a play in this game either. Here comes a critical third down, and I think you're really kicking yourself. You're Liam Cohen. You went for it on fourth down. You didn't get it. Field goal likely would have ended this game, given the fact that the Cardinals flamed out in the red zone and could only match your field goal. 900 people watching live. Hit that like button. Consider becoming a member on YouTube by clicking join here. Nick Rollins, big possession here. 3rd and 4. Play of the game right here. Up until this point, you assume Jacksonville's going to kick if they don't pick this up. Trevor Lawrence, a little bit discombobulated here. 17's wide open. Jesus Christ. He wasn't looking for the football. Oh, my God. The loser who was mocking the Cardinals, or excuse me, that's Tim Patrick, big-time fraud, was not. It was perfectly play. The play design by Liam Cohen was fantastic. Cardinals had no idea they were peeing down their leg, and it didn't matter. Tim Patrick misses it. Oh, my God. They are gifted an opportunity to basically win this game. My God. Cam Little, can you shank it? This isn't a gimme. Miss it, loser. All right, he drills it. Cardinals are coming up here. Trevor Lawrence and the Jags. I mean, if he catches that ball, I mean, they're knocking on the door. Cardinals now have an opportunity. A field goal keeps this party going, and a touchdown ends this game. Let me ask you a question, chat. If the Cardinals kick a field goal, are we doing matching, or is it the first then to score? We just keep doing matching. No. If the Cardinals kick a field goal and then the Jags score, then the Cardinals get to score? No, that doesn't seem fair. That doesn't seem. I don't like that. If they score in any capacity or just a field goal? Oh, so then you need to score a touchdown here. I have no confidence the defense is going to stop anybody. There's confusion in the chat. I understand it. We don't really have overtime games here. We haven't been winning enough to even get to overtime here. I think they need to go into this possession like it's 4-down territory. I don't trust Greg Dortch. Get upfield. Hold on to the ball. Greg's played a great game. Head of production, Shane Diefenbach, tongue-in-cheek saying score a touchdown. Welcome, friend. There's no magic elixir on this team that's going to help make that happen. The Cardinals had a chance to score at the end of the half and then spiked the ball and then didn't spike it. Michael Wilson spiked it, and then I thought they were going to spike it, and then they ran a play, and then they ran out of time. Okay, so we've got concrete evidence now. If you kick a field goal, it's the next score wins. Interesting. I don't like that. Quiet down. Bam Knight split out wide. That's not a disaster waiting to happen here. Liam Cohen calling a timeout. Fraud Cohen. Here's what I need. Trey McBride, legacy drive. Michael Wilson, tremendous content. That's a good timeout by Jacksonville. 951 people watching. Can we get to 500 likes? Can we buy a like here? I'd love a like. Do we have any super chats? We don't have any super chats. I'm putting that on Noah. This is concerning just because it's an empty backfield. I'm not sure I would be trusting Jacoby empty backfield. Yep, immediately takes a sack. Jacoby Brissett, empty backfield, immediately goes down. Second down here. Thank you, C. Give me a like. I appreciate that. Who gets beat here? Paris? Come on, Paris. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. What are we doing here? Is this going to end just in a wet fart to end this game? What's happening here? Bam Knight, can he make somebody miss? That's pretty good effort on second down. Cardinals now. Oh, Bam is hurt. Bam Knight's knee. He's crawling to the sideline. He cannot even walk. He can't put weight on it. You can't make these things up. Bam Knight's knee. Bam Knight.
Jamar Jefferson action.
Noah, get off the mic. How dare you, Noah? Jamar Jefferson. Bam Knight can't put weight on his knee. A Herculean effort here. Blasted. His knee was blasted. All right, we got third and manageable here. We've lost our starting running back. 3rd and 5. I wouldn't be surprised if Drew ran it here. Throw my laptop at the ground. Trey's open here. Uh-oh. Run, Jacoby! You gotta outrun him!
I don't.
Yeah. Oh my God! What a horseshit spot. Get this official. Yeah, he did. He reached it over. How don't you dive for that? Oh my God! That is put the ball out. Oh, he did. That's a first down. That's a first down. Bo's saying it's a first down run. It is. Shut up, haters. First down. Arizona Cardinals legacy drive. Yeah, people are asking, is Bam Knight hurt? We won't see him again. Trey McBride, get fucked up the field. Cardinals threatening here in overtime. We got 1,000 people watching live. Hit that like button. We're up to 350 likes. Can we get to 500? Jacoby Brissett now has thrown the ball 45 times. Dallas, Philly tied at 21. Interesting. I'm sorry, this is a family show. I typically don't like to swear. I think overtime calls for it, though. Trey with another catch here. Michael Wilson looms large.
You need to check on your health.
Oh my God!
Okay? Crashing out.
I'm crashing out over a 3-7 team.
Oh.
Dr. Espo checking me out here. I need a prescription in the form of a touchdown right now. Let's see here. We need Trey McBride, Michael Wilson. Let's get it. Jacoby's exhausted. He can barely stand. He's such a warrior. There's Greg. Out to the get upfield. Could he have taken the outside?
No. It's cut off.
Good to have you join us again, Brittan.
Listen, I was having way too much fun listening to you back there.
I miss you.
I love throwing the 2 cents in behind your head.
I agree. That is a waste of a down. Although 3rd and 4, you got 2 downs here for 4 yards. We got fans of Houston in the chat. We got Indianapolis Colts fans in the chat. Welcome, friends. We will will this team to victory. I'm going back to Mike Willie here. Get Michael Wilson involved. Oh, my God. I don't like that. Underneath to Greg Dortch. I don't like that. 4th down here. What do you got? Game on the line. I haven't liked back-to-back. Bo in the chat being a smartass, saying they're going to go for it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
All right, let's see here.
Oh,
What do you do here? Oh, probably direct snap to somebody, maybe.
Steelers are in the chat. The Chiefs are in the chat. Oh yeah.
I think you got to go to
Ask
80.
Chad.
You got to go to 85. You got to go. Could Chad kick this? No way Chad could make this field goal.
How far is it?
Are you taking a timeout here? You might as well take a timeout here. You don't want to take a timeout here? There's Trey. Trey's open.
That's a 60-yard field goal.
Hammer it. Trey's open right now. Throw him the ball. Throw it to him. Oh, my God.
Oh, they threw it to him. To Weaver. Ball game.
What is that play? What is that play call on 4th down?
To Xavier Weaver.
What are you doing?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That is the worst play call I have ever seen given the circumstance. Trey McBride, Greg Dortch, Michael Wilson, you're going to throw into double coverage to an undrafted rookie free agent from a year ago. That is just a horrendous play call. As a play caller, you have an opportunity to call timeout and draw something up and force the issue to the guy who's got over 100 yards or to your Pro Bowl tight end, and you do neither. Oh, my God. That's a ridiculous play call. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, yet totally believable. Fire Drew Petzing's ass now. Get him out of here. What are you doing? That was a design play call. That's clearly what they wanted to do. Oh, my. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Those 3 play calls in a row. It's what, 2nd and 4 to Dortch underneath to Xavier Weaver. You don't even throw the ball to Trey McBride or Michael Wilson? That is terrible. Post-game show's coming up. We'll see you on the post-game show.